my god, it's too early. Now I'm hearing stuff like, oh, this might not even be a Switch game. Pokemon Company, if you made me wake up this early for a mobile game or for something that's completely not cool, I'm gonna be upset. I tell ya. Good morning, people. 4 a.m. That's all I gotta say. I woke up today at 4 a.m. Something tells me I'm gonna be disappointed with today's announcement. You know what? I'm not even disappointed because I have no expectations. I have no more expectations. My expectations at 4 a.m. are nothing. Good afternoon. It's not the afternoon. I'm sorry, but it's not the afternoon. It's just not. And it's just not the afternoon. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's not the afternoon. It's quite simply not the afternoon. So, yeah. I need to know here's what I need to know. I put a reminder for the Pokemon Company on my desktop, and of course YouTube Pokemon Presents. So the feed is live apparently, Pokemon Countdown. Okay, here's the official Pokemon. Wait, oh no, that's last week's. Okay, I don't. Stupid. This is so stupid, man. Like. Okay, here we go. Tune into. It's a premiere. Yeah, it's a premiere video. Okay, premiere is 6 a.m. Okay. Alright, so good morning, everyone. Good morning to the Pokemon Presents live reaction. Hopefully we get something cool, but if we don't, whatever. We're supposed to play Smash today, which we'll probably play later. I'll probably stream again later today after. Probably go to sleep right after this. I tried to get some sleep and I did, but it's just, man, it's 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. man. That's just rough for us West Coast boys. It's just rough for us West Coast boys, man. I'd rather have it to where they do it late at night here than it's like early in the morning, like in Europe and Japan and all that. Like, ugh. Ricardo does not literally ask the question, what time is the direct, like, I who could even think to know what time the show starts? I mean, like, if there was only something that tells you when the show starts, I mean, as if if only somebody put up a big red arrow pointing with an easy to follow directions on when the show starts. If only there was a content creator that would take the time and effort to make sure that his loyal users and his fan base knew when the time it started. I mean, if only somebody did that. I don't know who does it. I'm not exactly sure who would do that. But if only somebody did that. If only somebody would do that. I mean, like, if only. If only somebody would do that. If only somebody would, you know? If only somebody would take the time to do that, Ricardo. I mean, I don't know who would, But if only somebody would do that with a big red arrow pointing to what time the show starts, you know. So yeah. Is this about Pokemon? What's this? You know what, man? I don't know. Haven't slept either. You haven't slept either? I want to shake your hand. Hey, Aron, thank you for the $2. I want to shake your hand and put you as the Stream Hokage and stream top stream ninja. Hey, bro, do you know when the presentation starts? Like, can you add an arrow or something red, preferably? I know. You know what? Just for you, Aron, I am going to do. You know what? I've already done it. Yeah, before I even could think, it's already been done. So no, we're good. It's right there. It's right there. So yeah. What time is it for y'all on the West Coast? What time is it? Why don't you what you don't know what time it is in the West Coast? I mean, why don't you just do some simple internet math? Why don't you just use blazing? Why don't you just use the internet? You can't think of what time it is? I can tell you. Well, where are you at? I'll tell you what time it is where you live. Tell me the time zone of where you live, and I'll be able to easily tell you around what time it's at. Am I sleepy? I'm a little sleepy. What's the internet? What's I gotta know the ages of these people. Blazing Ice, how old are you? And Ricardo, how old are you? I gotta know how old some of you guys are Zoomers, right? You guys gotta be Zoomers, right? Mellow Wolf, what's good? 17. I knew it. No hate towards Zoomers, but I knew you guys were Zoomers. I knew it. Zoomers are incredibly intelligent when it comes to certain things, but also can be very daft when it comes to other things. Oh my gosh. Party Man, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Melface Sky, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. I'm 30. Let's see here. Hey, Jack, what's good? Can't wait for the Pokemon Wipe Your Butt announcement. You know what? That would help people that are just having babies, you know? They need some help, you know? With the wipes. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm not expecting, now at this point, I'm expecting two things. I'm either expecting a new Let's Go game or something in the line of that for Switch, or I'm expecting a big mobile announcement, some type of huge It's going to be one of those two things, in my opinion. That's what I think it's going to be. But thank you for the $2, Aron. Appreciate that. You are the top stream ninja. Stream Hokage. Yeah, man. It's just, oh gosh, it's so early. 6 a.m. Well, it's right now. I had to wake up at 4 a.m. 4:30. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. just so I can kind of knock the sleep out of my eyes for a bit. Good morning, Dawson. So I think we should go over shout-outs. Charm the Dawn, what's up, man? Good morning. Welcome. Jonathan B, Metalface X. They said in the last Pokemon that they're working on something big. Yeah, that's true. They did. They did say that. Eric P donated $5 and says, good morning, ninjas. Sleeping Chinchilla Jutsu. Yes, Sleeping Chinchilla Jutsu indeed. Yeah, man. It is, dude, it's early. Eric P, thank you for the $5. That makes you the top ninja in Stream Hokage. Appreciate the 5. Yeah, dude. Sleeping Chinchilla Jutsu. I agree, Eric. It is just early, man. It is early. Man, it is early in the morning. I know, like, for you European dudes, I think it's afternoon, so everything's all gravy for you guys. But for us over here in the West Coast, heck, even in the East Coast, it's still, it's still earlier. It's like 8. It's like 8 something a.m. East Coast boys. Hey, what's up, Peter? 9:45 p.m. my time. You should stream this time more often. Would be suit me. Yeah, I bet. Mellow Wolf, I'll try, dude. Nintendo said they weren't really looking into mobile anymore. Does that apply to Pokemon? Does it? Pokemon Company and Nintendo are two completely different things. Nintendo owns a part of Pokemon in terms of ownership and stuff like that, but the Pokemon Company, but even then, it's just been reported that Nintendo's pulling out of mobile. Nintendo hasn't officially announced anything just yet, or scaling back on mobile. Mitch Pasquine, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. The Vendetta Against. What's up, man? Thank you for the, I think that's New Zealand, right? Thank you for the $2. And he says, what's up, OJ? Became a fan from the Spawncast. Hey, shout outs, man. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Got off work a little bit. Third shift life. Oof, third shift life, boys. Oh, but thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Jeff Ramos? He said you're back. Back again. Ramos is back. Tell a friend. Good morning, Dank Meme. How's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Zeno Zengetsu says greetings. Greetings, sir. Welcome to the stream. Eyes forever. What's good, man? Welcome. Be more Kuma. Let's see here. Amiibo fan. Pokemon Dash 2, baby. Pokemon Dash. Pokemon Dash. That's an interesting game. Pokemon Dash 2. Pokemon Dash remastered. They remake the heads and the hands of all the Pokemon. Just only those though. Everything else is the same. Good morning, Big Milo. Welcome to the stream. If the stream cut out for a few seconds, just refresh and everything will be fine. Just refreshies and then things will be good. Things will be good if you're having any issues with the stream. All right, Pokemon presents. Pokemon presents. Let's see here. Michael Lupus says, good morning, brother. I hope all is good. Are you going to cover Avengers game info stream, bro? I mean, probably not. Maybe. I don't know. What time is the stream? I don't even know what time it is that they do it. The Avengers game, it looks all right. Looks all right. Let's see here. It looks like a rip-off Avengers. I mean, it still could be good, though. It's Square Enix, though, guys. So, I mean, Square Enix is publishing. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good. I think it'll be, at least be good enough. Jeffrey with the Joe. Oh, my God. That hurt my vocal cords this morning. Yo, let's go. Yo, Jeffrey with the $10. Yo, shout-outs from the Netherlands, bro. Yo, you international Essence peeps. I seriously love you guys. I don't care what anybody says about anything. I seriously love you guys so much. Thank you for the 10. This is, what is your prediction for this presentation? Love from the Netherlands. Yeah, man, my prediction is that it's either going to be like a Pokemon Let's Go type of game, like Let's Go Johto or something like that, or it's going to be like a big mobile game, like some type of like Pokemon Go type of massive mobile game, like, or at least they're going to try to make it out to be that, you know? So thank you so much, Jeffrey, for the $10. Thank you for using Streamlabs all the way from the Netherlands. Thank you for actually using Streamlabs, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 10. That does make you the top stream ninja, Jeffrey. So love from California, yay. California, Jeffrey. Love from California, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. I'm sorry, guys. It's early. Let's see here. By the way, your alert sound is off. My alert sound is off. My alert sound is off. Yeah, my alert sound is off. You're right, because I didn't do any music today, so I had my desktop audio. I don't know why my desktop audio is muted, though. My desktop audio shouldn't have been muted, because when I last streamed, my desktop audio wasn't muted, so I don't understand, but whatever. Here, let me replay it. What you're supposed to hear is this. There you go. That's what you're supposed to hear. Hey, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Let's Go Johto would be dope. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. So did everyone just give up on Diamond and Pearl remakes? I don't know if everyone gave up on Diamond and Pearl remakes. Yo, Big Milo with the Toei Blaster! Let's go! Big Milo swooping in through like the Hokage he is with the 15. And he says, Netherlands gang represent. Yo, the Netherlands gang represent. You know, we actually got quite a number. I was looking at my analytics the other day. Sometimes I don't like to go into my analytics because YouTube absolutely hates my channel. I swear YouTube absolutely hates my channel. But yeah, we actually have quite a number of people that watch from the Netherlands. So shout out to all the Netherlands gang, man. I appreciate y'all. Big Milo, helping represent them. Big Milo, how you doing this morning, man? I already know I said what up, but how you doing, man? Big Milo, come top stream ninja. My boy, you look like you're living your best life over there, man. Look like you're living your best life. All right. Honestly, they should just remake Pokemon Platinum. They got to make money, right? Pokemon Platinum, that'd be a dope remake. I'd be down for that. Do you suspect this will be a Tencent collab? Yeah, I think that there could be Giovanno. I know that's been kind of creeping up with Tencent, you know, some type of collaboration with them for a mobile game. I think it could be that. Yeah, like a huge, massively multiplayer online mobile game or something like that. Like it could be that. It's not guaranteed, I guess. It's going to be a big project, something big. It's not going to be like Cafe Mix, but I just don't know if it's going to be for the Switch or if it's going to be for mobile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure what it's going to be, you know? I'm driving. Don't crash, Mr. Cosmic Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's see here. I'm streaming clams. Need it during the hype stream. Oh, you're steaming clams. Steaming clams. Oh man, I've never steamed a clam before. That sounds like it could be fun though, right? Steaming clams. Is it fun steaming clams? I don't know. Somebody let me know if who's steamed clams before. Is it fun to steam clams, and do they taste good? I've never had steamed clams. I don't eat steamed clams. So y'all let me know in the chat, what's your favorite food to eat before you play a Pokemon game? What's your favorite food to eat before you play Pokemon games? Just let me know. Steamed clams? Steamed clams. That sounds good. I think. Haven't slept yet. Working night shift, bro. The night shift. We making that dough. Working from home as a T-Mobile technical support. Hey, man. There you go, Big Milo. There you go. Do you know how long the presentation is? Yeah, the presentation's about 11 minutes, I think. About 11 minutes. Lucky Paul, 68 with the host. Thank you so much, Lucky Paul. Appreciate that. Thank you for the host. About 11 minutes, and I think it's only based off of one game. I like to eat hands. All right, we've got a cannibal Cosmic over here. Cosmic the Cannibal over here. All right. Let's see, just boiling some water with clams. Okay, so shaboinky boink, shaboinky boink. If the night shift. Yeah, I used to work night shift before, and I used to think that like something like Resident Evil was gonna happen to me back at that point. Let's see here, Lethal John says, I think that I've enjoyed this year of gaming info. Expectations are kept in check and information is spread out. Yeah, I mean, it still would have been great to have a regular direct. Hey, what's up, Walter? But, you know, or like regular E3, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's not exactly. You keep your expectations in check. Just enjoy your games. Have your big red arrows telling you what time the show starts. You know what I'm saying? Just got off work. Hey, what's up, L Realist? Welcome. I have no idea when the show starts, bro. I have no idea. And there's nothing that actually tells you, Victini fan, or there's nothing that actually tells you when the show starts that you can clearly look at on the screen. I mean, however would I know, you know? But no, I have no idea when the show starts, man. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. I can't help you, you know. But if only there was a big red arrow pointing to when the show started, bro. If only. If only. Is YouTube my full-time job? No, what I do is not a real job. I'm a full-time do-nothinger. I'm a full-time do-nothinger. So nope, I actually do nothing and just hope that, you know, that things go best for me. Metal Face X. Let's see here. If only someone could tell us what if only. Hey, Charles Howman, what's up, man? When's the show? I don't know when the show is, guys. I don't know when the show is. There's nothing that tells you when the show is either, you know? Professional couch potato. Yes, exactly. So yeah, exactly. But good to see you here, Charles. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Do you think they're gonna more than announce? Do you think they're gonna more than announcement in the event? I don't know what you're talking about, Savage Animator. Your comment made no sense. Dank Meme Center with the host. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. He says, "Who are you people? Who are you people?" Good video earlier. I'll make sure to post my comments after I watch. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe need an audio clip playing every 10 seconds of you yelling what time it is. Even then, somebody will come in between those 10 seconds and ask me in between the 10 seconds and be like, what time does the show start, man? Like literally, like we had people coming, and I had this set up before the show even started. I had this actually set. And even on mobile, you can't miss that based on the screen proportions. It's a freaking good percentage of the whole screen that you guys can see. Look at that. It's from here all the way to here. Like it's literally the size of my body that has, that. So even if you're on mobile, you can still make out what that says. Even if you're on a small screen, watching in mobile. I've looked at it myself. I've seen the proportions myself. So people that are asking that are not trolling, but people that are legitimately asking, they're just daft. They're just not paying attention. Like I can't. There's no other way to. It's not like it's so small to where you can't see. It's very clear on the screen, even on mobile. It's very clear. So I don't understand the people coming in and saying, "What time does the show start, bro?" Like I don't. It's just that. It's just daftness. There's nothing else. Aloof. I don't know what else to say. I'm not trying to be mean either, because I do take the time to do this and put literally that in big font with it right there with I think that sticks out. That sticks out. So hey, it is what it is. Well, yeah, I know it's big enough on mobile because, like I said, I made sure it's the size of my body. Like it goes across, like, because look at it. I mean, I'm a little bit taller than it, but it's pretty much from the top of my head, from right all the way down to right here. There's no way that you can't notice that Pokemon Presents show starts at 9 a.m. Like I said, even on mobile, there's no way that you can't notice that. It's jarring because of the white border, right? Like the white, it's different from my background, My background isn't white, so it doesn't blend in either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what else to say when people say, that. Big neon sign, maybe. Maybe. Supposed like messed me up. Anyway, I was thinking more than one announcement. From what I understand, it's just one announcement, guys. From what I understand, it's just one announcement. It's not more than one announcement. From what I understand, it's not more than one announcement. But you never know. It could, but no, from what I understand, it is just, and like I said, it might be, mobile game. It might be something else, I'm not really sure. Not really sure. So Bristactic UK with the subscription. Lethal John as well. Thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, Lethal John. Bristastic UK. Thank you for the subscription. It's Pokemon of the Wild, full open world. Been working on a secret for the 6 years. You heard it here first. All right, man. All right, that sounds good, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Mobile, I don't think so. However, it could be something not related to gaming. I don't know if it was something not related to gaming. Maybe it would have been last week, but it might be. It might be. I don't know. He should have hyped. He really should have hyped it up. I mean, he should have hyped it up. They should have just dropped it out of nowhere, man. They really should have. Let's see here. How is Xenoblade coming along? It's coming along like any other game. I'm playing it. It's fun. I already covered Xenoblade a lot, so watch all my videos on Xenoblade. That's how it's coming along. Everything that I've done on Xenoblade on the channel, like, that's how it's coming along good. Xenoblade, dude, it's great. Oh my gosh. Rob says we getting Pokemon Souls like a Pokemon Souls like. All right, I'm down for that. Let's do it. Talk to Pikachu too. All right. Mark P says hi. Hi, Mark P. Welcome to the stream. You cover Xenoblade? No, I don't. Actually, Gunslinger, I don't. Seriously though, an open world game with all the regions in one would be cool. I know, that would be so cool. They've been working on it for the past 15 years, man. With all the regions. All the regions, 1 million Pokemon, graphics like The Last of Us, and it's coming out tomorrow. Dude, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's see. N64 choose it. You said N64 was a better console than GameCube, like Barrett? Yeah. $200. That game would be $500. But y'all gonna learn it early to be hitting with your nonsense. Would it Nuzlocke challenge be considered a Pokemon Souls-like experience? Nuzlocke? I mean, I guess. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Pokemon of Tsushima. Yeah, Pokemon of Tsushima. But I think Daniel Ahmed on Twitter is gonna tweet about it, so maybe it's something something from Tencent Mobile. That's what I was thinking, Big Milo. I'm thinking that it's more like a big it's like a big mobile initiative, like something like with Tencent and Pokemon. I mean, it might be mobile and Switch. It could be both. It could be mobile and Switch, or it could just be a big mobile project with Tencent. I mean, there could be something kind of points it towards, for sure, maybe being mobile, but then, you know, it being a bigger than like Pokemon Masters, for example. But I mean, like, it's just like there's Pokemon Go, there's Pokemon Cafe Mix, there's Pokemon, you know, Masters. I mean, they've already got so many different mobile stuff that they're doing. So we'll see what it is. It could or it could be both. It could be mobile and it could be Switch. You know, so yeah. A Pokemon remake possibly. I mean, it could be. I don't know. We're talking about it right now. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think that the final third or so of the story in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is better than Xenoblade. The final third of the story. I mean, hey, if you think that's. I don't care what you guys think. Xenoblade 1 versus Xenoblade 2. Michael, we're not talking about Xenoblade. We're talking about. It's too early to micromanage segments of Xenoblade, bro. Like, that's great. Whatever you think, that's fine. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just. You said the last thing you're micromanaging. Micro-segmenting Xenoblade right now, bro. I get you, man. That's great. It's just too early for me to care about that right now. I'm sorry. Dank Meme says the last of Pokemon Part 1. Okay, yeah, the last of Pokemon Part 1. Okay. Oh my gosh, I played more of the last ones. This game, dude, this game is becoming. Dude, Abby, I think Abby's ruining this game. This game is. I think Abby's completely ruining this game for me, man. I was having fun. I was having a lot of fun, and then here comes Abby. Here comes Abby with her damn 10-hour campaign. God dang. I think this game kind of sucks now, man. Oh God, and here comes Abby with her 8 hours now, and I'm just Abbying it up. Oh God, that was the worst edition. That was the worst. I've got to make it. I'll when I finally finish this game, I'll have a review. I've got a lot of footage that I'm doing. Oh God, they really ruined. They might have ruined The Last of Us with Abby. They might have. The game might have been ruined. They really should have went away from this Abby angle. I don't like this at all. Oh man. Anyway, moving on to the next thing here. Have you gotten to the cuddle scene? I don't think they're doing more than cuddling, but yeah, I'm past that. I'm near the end of the game. I'm near the end. I'm like 20 something hours in. hopefully I finish it soon. Hopefully this Abby angle can just end. I just want this Abby angle to end. She's really dislikable, and I don't even think they were trying to make her really dislikable, but she's really she's a very unlikable character. Like even as like a villain or antagonist, she's just not good. It's just a poorly written bad character. There's nothing else that I can say about it. I've played Pokemon Cafe today, by the way. It's not really, it's really not bad. Good for you, Dark Angel. What do you think of the following mechanics in Pokemon? What do you think about the following mechanics in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Cool. New Pikachu transformation to Abby. All right. Yeah, definitely wait for a price drop for sure. Wait for a price drop on The Last of Us. I mean, I still think it's good, but this Abby angle, I think to me kills the game from being $60. Like for it being worth you guys to go out, rush out there and pick it up. Even if you're a big Last of Us fan, I don't know if I mean, maybe it might be worth it to play with Ellie, you know, and what she can do and whatever the case is. But this whole Abby campaign, like where they just drop you in this Abby campaign and it's like long Abby campaign. She has her own skill tree and her own thing, and like all the upgrades that you got with Ellie are gone, and then you start with her from ground zero. Like that's just, oh man, dude, no. Like and at the part that they make you get to this really good part and then it just drops and then you start all over with Abby. So it's like literally starting over another campaign with Abby. Like that's just poor game structure. It's not innovative or unique or different type of design. That's just trash. It's just trash game structure, dude. Like I don't like it. I enjoyed the first game. I'm not a big fan of movie games. Don't need the sequel. The thing about it is though is that this game, Last of Us Part 2 is less of a movie game than Last of Us Part 1. Last of Us Part 2 has way more game elements and way more gamey type of stuff. You know, like for example, like with Abby, she has a skill tree like where if you upgrade it, if you punch somebody, like you kill somebody, your next strike, like you'll get like hyped up and your next strike will be like a fatal strike. Stuff like that makes it more gamey than movie-ish, you know? So this is definitely like, there's other skills that are way more gamey, you know, than the first game was. So it's definitely more of a game, that's for sure. You know, and the controls and the combat and everything are way better. So the combat and the gameplay is way better, but just the structure of this game is just not good. It's just not good. I mean, it's fine with Ellie, but then once you get to Abby, it's just not. I don't think it's very good. So yeah. No Juckman says you were pregnant all along. Oh man. No spoilers in the chat though, guys, please. No spoilers in the chat. Safe to say Last of Us 2 is more polarizing than Death Stranding. You bet there's going to be more meltdown if Last of Us 2 nominated and win game. There actually won't be a meltdown if Last of Us 2 is that, because Last of Us 2 got the review scores to earn that Game of the Year type of rating. So there actually won't be a meltdown because game mechanics wise, it's actually really good. Like the game is really good game mechanics wise. Just structure wise, it's not very good. But gameplay, it's up there. It's definitely good. It's not bad, that's for sure. Like the combat, it's not bad. It's not horrible. Kotaku, thank you for the host. The players disagree. Do they? Why is the game selling so much then? If the players disagree, why is it breaking so many records and why is it selling so much? You said the players disagree. I don't know about all the players out there. If you base it off of what people were saying about the game beforehand, you would have think that the game would have barely sold. Would have been a flop. The game's selling extremely well. All them reviews are fake. All the review are fake. There are some fraudulent Last of Us Part 2 reviews. There are some people that legitimately like the game and do like it as well as they say it is, but there are some fraudulent fake reviews of the game. But that's the case with every single game, though. That's not just The Last of Us. That's the case with lots of other games. Get fake, fraudulent people that review the game. Yeah, you're right about that. But I wouldn't say all of them are like that, because I personally know people that legitimately enjoy The Last of Us Part 2 and reviewed it accordingly. But there are some frauds out there. That's for sure. But there, like I said, there are frauds for every single review. I mean, there are people who didn't even beat The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or only played it for like 20 hours or 30 hours and said gave it a 10 or gave it a 9. It's like, yo, yeah, that's fraudulent. You didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's fraudulent type of reviews for every single game. You know?
Hey fellas.
Ray with a $3 donation says, who wins in a fight, Abby or OJ? In a fist fight, or in a fight like a Last of Us guerrilla warfare fight? If it's guerrilla warfare, Abby's gonna destroy me. I don't know how to handle weapons. She's very good at handling weapons. If it's an actual fight with no weapons, oh, I'd kick Abby's butt. I know how to fight. I know Kung Fu. I know kickboxing. I know Muay Thai. Muay Thai. You know, so like I know a bit of all that. It's early in the morning, sorry guys. Muay Thai. So I mean, like, I'd kick her butt. I know how to fight. She wouldn't beat me up, I can tell you that. Show us some Kung Fu moves. Why don't you become an elite ninja and go watch my Wonderful 101 review? Now let's see here. What if she gets the takedown? She wouldn't take me down. He asked me a question: who would win in a fight? I told you who'd win. I would win. What's an elite ninja? Yo, Dank, click that link right there. Become an elite ninja. All right, we got 15 minutes before the show starts. PlayerEssence is Batman. Wait, you're saying she is weak? When did I say that, Ovi? When did I say Abby was weak? When did I say that? Let me know. You ever seen the IP Man movies? Nah. I used my stand to win the fight? Bruh. I think people take Metacritic review scores too seriously. I think that it's there for a reason, you know. Golfing competition. I don't know if she has any accuracy. No, I mean, it sounds like weak. Ovi, like I said, you're not making any sense right now, bro. I never said Abby's weak. I never said that. I just said, if she was real, and he asked me who would win in a fight, I said I would win. I have confidence in myself. Not that Abby's bad or anything. Obviously, she's really good, but I don't think she could beat me up. If she was real, with her current skills that she has, I don't think she can beat me up. Aiden. Is it possible to add the Last of Us 2 games? Possible to add May of Last of Us? Savage Animator, I'm going to put you in the same category as Beverly Carter and the GOAT. I need you to type out what you're going to say, you know what I'm saying, and read it one more time, and then before you hit enter, before you ask a question. Because that's like 2 or 3 times now, man, that you're getting like bodied by autocorrect and stuff like that. So I need you to type out exactly what you want to say, read it to yourself, make sure it sounds coherent, and then press enter. Or become an elite ninja, and I'll be less hard on you. Some dude with the $4.99 and says, "Sup, OJ? Also, can y'all stop buying the damn Pro controllers? Damn things are $70 plus used. Ended up just buying a Xenoblade one for $100. Looks good though." Shout out to some dude. Thank you for the $4.99, man. Look, man, I'm not trying to buy a bunch of Pro controllers, but yeah, I barely see them in stores anyway, man. Thanks for the advice, no problem. But thank you, some dude, for the $4.99, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Thank you for the $4.99. Peasant pledge. All right, guys. Peasant pledge. But no, I mean, if you're gonna ask a high volume of questions and like half of your questions come in and they barely make sense, because like he asked a lot of questions, which is fine. You can tag me and ask questions. But what makes me what makes me like get a little on answering questions is when you constantly mispronounce, mistype things, and you're asking me a lot of questions and you're constantly mispronouncing things. That's when I'm like, okay, like I have to say something, like because you're constantly tagging me. That's why, that's what Beverly does, and that's what sometimes like that's what some of you guys do. You guys will constantly tag me with everything that you want me to say, and I'm trying to be nice. Of course, I'll read off what you have to say here, but at the same time, like I can't be having all these typos. And you might not be, English might not be your first language, but that's fine. If English isn't your first language, that's fine. You can still type it out, make sure it's coherent, or simplify your question, to where it's basic. Cosmic with the $2 with the Lenny face. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate you, homie. How was Yu Yu Hakusho? Was watching it. It's really good. Watch it. If you watch Hunter x Hunter, watch Yu Yu Hakusho. So yeah. Can you get Baron on the Spawncast? Serious question. I don't know. It'd be tough for Baron because Saturdays he's working. So. Stream starts tomorrow, Arn. I don't know what you're doing here so early. Did you ever want to become an English teacher? Nah. I was saying if it's possible to add any of the Last of Us games on Switch. I get this, people. It's very simple. This is Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog. Sony owns Naughty Dog. I quit. I quit. Okay, I'm back. I'm posting that I'm live reacting to the show on Twitter, guys. So I'm about to post it. If you guys can give me a retweet, that'd be great. I think that would be really cool. Give me a retweet. Let people know that I'm streaming. That'd be very nice of you. Very nice of you, you lovely people. Okay. Emerald Knight, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I want a Fire Emblem Genealogy of Holy War remake. Me too. Been up all night. Had to rush the dog to the vet at 12:30 a.m. So I've been up for 28 hours. Fortunately, it was a mild inflammation of the stomach, which can be treatable. All right, you should get some sleep, Blaze.
Hey, fellas, put your dollars.
Ray donated $3 and says, "Who else is giving you this level of entertainment at 6 a.m.? Bow down to the stream god PlayerEssence." Yo, thank you so much, Ray. Savage Animator. I'm. Why would you ask me that question? Why would you ask me that question? Why would you ask me that question? What type of question is that? What do you mean, Last of Us games on the Switch? Why can't you just do the slightest bit of research to know that that's a first-party game? Why would Sony put Last of Us on the Switch? What is the benefit of that? Why would they take all the time to put Last of Us on the Switch? The first game is a PS3 game. They remastered the game and put it on the PS4. The online and how that works, that's through PSN. Like, what is The Last of Us Part 2 is 100 gigabytes. Like, what? I'm a man of curiosity. You better be a man of Elite Ninja-ish. If you ever ask me a question, you're almost on question timeout where I ignore your questions. So Horizon Forbidden West coming over to 378p. Yes. Hey, what's up, Nightshade? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Welcome. You guys like and retweet my stream, please. If you like and retweet it, I might forgive Savage Animator. Like and retweet my stream. I might forgive Savage Animator. I might. What's your favorite character of Super Mario? Princess Peach. When are they gonna port Horizon 2 to the 3DS? That's gonna be in 2P, not even just it's in 2p resolution. Nah, no forgiveness. And in Guy's defense, Microsoft put Cuphead on this. Microsoft doesn't own the Cuphead studio though. Naughty Dog has been a Sony-owned company for a very long time. And there is no partnership whatsoever. There's no rumors. There's no partnership. There's no anything. Microsoft, that makes more sense. Like that, you might see some IPs because Microsoft, you know, for example, they work with Nintendo to put like a Minecraft 2DS, but they purchased Minecraft. You know, Minecraft was already multi-platform before. I mean, the only thing that we've gotten maybe from Microsoft out of the 20 plus years that Microsoft has been making games, like they've been in the gaming industry, was like Viva Pinata. That's pretty much the only Viva Pinata and Blue Dragon. Those are the only two real Microsoft games to come over to Nintendo platforms. Cuphead isn't real. Ori and the Blind Forest. I mean, they have a publishing deal with them, but yeah, that came over, you know. But overall, the really only two real games was Viva Pinata and Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon on the DS. Blue Dragon on the DS. Viva Pinata on the DS. That's it. Those are the only two real Microsoft games. No, I just explained Minecraft Dungeon. I just explained Minecraft was already multi-platform before. Minecraft was a multi-platform franchise. Microsoft just purchased them, then let them operate. So obviously, in order to make a lot of money, they're not going to make everything only for Xbox. They've already been making multi-platform games. So that's the reason why that's not a real first-party game, because they purchased Minecraft when they're already huge and already plan on just having them operate the way that they're going to operate. That's different. That's different. I don't have high expectations for this presentation. I feel like it's gonna be some Tencent mobile game or something. I think it could be a Tencent mobile game, or it could be a really huge mobile game. It could be like a Pokemon Go initiative type of mobile game, right? Like that was a mobile game, but it was a big mobile game that kind of revolutionized things for lots of people. So yeah. Banjo on GBA. That's not real either, guys, because Banjo used to be Nintendo used to own Banjo. So that was already on Nintendo platforms beforehand. So yeah, Microsoft owns it, but once again, they purchased it from Nintendo. It was like, it's not the same thing as like Last of Us, or it's not the same thing as like, for example, now if Halo came over, that would be big because that's been Microsoft since day one. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. But y'all talk about stuff that Microsoft purchased afterwards and then said, oh, we can make some money off of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the same thing. Why can't you guys not realize that? Hey, what's up, Anton Alvoid? Welcome to the stream. We got 3 minutes, or we got 2 minutes before the show starts. 2-3 minutes. Is this where we see Pokemon go to the polls? Also 3 minutes? I don't know what you're talking about. Explanation Boss says AAA game development is unstable. Do you think more major game developers will try to focus on gameplay over graphics following Nintendo, so to speak? No. Graphics will always be the main thing that big third-party developers will focus on, and then gameplay will be second. Like it or not, that's just how it is. But I saw what Sean Layden had to say here. This man was looking like, you know, Santa Claus with that beard. Yeah, I saw what he said. I'm not all butthurt and pissed off. This dude, it's his opinion. He's not working for PlayStation anymore. So I don't know why people are getting all up in arms. He has his opinion. The man has a right to state his opinion. I saw Baron going all crazy on him. Dude, he's not working at PlayStation anymore. It's like, who cares what I mean, obviously people care what he has to say, but I mean, this man has his opinion. That's his opinion. Okay, he said that it might be better to do shorter gameplay experiences, right? That you can really focus on the gameplay and focus on it instead of making a larger one for whatever. I mean, whatever. Like, good for him. It's his opinion. I have it on right here, guys. So it's gonna do a little countdown first. Then once the countdown starts, then you know, I'll move over to it. But it's still not premiering yet, and I'm on the YouTube channel. Like I'm on it, you know. So it's premiering shortly. But once it starts up, then it'll go. Beckus Live says thank you. It could be a mobile game, Blue Fortune. It could be a mobile game, or it could be mobile and Switch. It could be both. Could be. Once it starts up, guys, it says it'll begin shortly. Once it starts up, I'll do the full screen. Trust me, it hasn't started yet. Trust me on this one, guys. All right, I can't even go full screen because you can't go full screen until the feed actually the premiere feed starts. So you know you can't go full screen till it starts. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't worry. Let me run my stream. What's up, Richard? Why are some asking for Sony first? It's just not even some people. It's just Savage Animator. All right, here we go. Now it's finally started up. Now we can go full screen. But there's still 2 minutes until it starts. You guys hear that music, right? So there's still 2 minutes before it starts. Notifications are muted, but they'll still pop up. People got mad about an extra countdown. Who's people? Who's people? Go green. Go green. Oh, man. Let's go. Is this Min Min in Smash? Min Min in Smash? Hey, what's up, Manny? Manny, good gameplay of SpongeBob last night. I was watching. Not my type of game, but it was cool to watch you play. Ready for disappointment? Oh yeah, absolutely. This is definitely gonna be a disappointing show. What if it's a Smash announcement? They're gonna announce a new Pokemon for Smash Brothers? I'm banking that it's a new Pokemon for Smash Brothers. Alright, let's see.
Hello, I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Pokemon Cafe Mix was just released today.
Yeah.
I hope you're all enjoying it.
Not really.
Today, I would like to tell you about a new project we have been working on. To begin, please take a look at this video.
I think there was an ESRB rating. Pokemon made people trade together. I remember those days. Battle together. Connect together. And now, the first Pokemon team battle here. Okay. Pokemon Unites. So it's everything.
I'm happy to announce the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, Pokemon Unite. We
Okay.
have partnered with Tencent to develop this game, and I would like to invite Stephen Ma from Tencent to tell you more. Stephen, it's all yours.
Told you it's a MOBA. Well, we need to see what it's like.
Mr. Ishihara, thank you for the kind introduction. Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Ma from Tencent. As a Pokemon fan myself, I'm really happy to be able to announce this project. The Unite in Pokemon Unite represents the gameplay concept of players coming together with a shared goal. Through our shared pursuit of innovative gameplay and quality, Tencent and the Pokemon Company have united with the goal of creating a new game that could be enjoyed by all. At Tencent Games, we are committed to our search for undiscovered potential in game development, and this also holds true in our partnership with the Pokemon Company. This is why we have assigned Timmy Studios, a team with 11 years of game development experience that has worked on many hit titles, to this project. I am confident that this collaboration between Timmy Studios and the Pokemon Company is sure to spark new creativity and bring about all new gameplay experiences that will surprise and delight all players. Thank you.
It's on mobile.
Stephen, thank you very much. The development concept behind Pokemon Unite was to create a cooperative Pokemon game that anyone could pick up and enjoy immediately, but also has a lot of depth to be played over and over again. Tencent Games Timmy Studios specializes in team-based battle games, and we have fused that with Pokemon to create an all-new experience in Pokemon Unite. Next, I would like to have the producer of Pokemon Unite, Mr. Hoshino, show more of the game to you all.
I'm Masaaki Hoshino from the Pokemon Company, producer of Pokemon Unite. Allow me to go over some of the basics. The biggest defining trait of the game is its real-time team battles, featuring the most Pokemon seen in a single battle yet, with 2 teams of 5 Pokemon each.
Yeah, it's a MOBA.
Players team up and cooperate together to defeat the opposing team. This is the layout of the battle arena. Your team's side is on the left, while your opponent's side is on the right.
It's on
On
Switch
each
too.
team's
It's on
side,
mobile
there
and
are
Switch.
a total of 5 goals, or scoring areas. Catch wild Pokemon that inhabit the field to score points. The goal of the game is to score more points than your opponents within the time limit. The Pokemon you control begins each battle at level 1.
Yeah, it's like
By
Smite.
defeating wild Pokemon in the field, your Pokemon will increase in level. and even evolve, as well as learn new moves.
It's like Arena
You
of
get to
Valor.
choose which moves your Pokemon learns as
League
it
of
levels up.
Legends.
Focus on close-range attacks, or choose to optimize for long-range capabilities. Even with the same Pokemon, you can choose how you want to battle. Once you reach a high enough level, you can unlock moves unique to this game called Unite moves. Some can deal a lot of damage to multiple opponents at once. Each Pokemon has a different Unite move with powerful effects. Choosing when to use your Unite move and attempting to read when the opponent will use theirs is part of the excitement of the match. Use tactics like surrounding opponents that approach your base, or sneaking around back to the opponent's side's goal to score while a teammate has the opponent's attention. Teamwork is very important in order to defeat your opponents. To make it easier for players to enjoy battling with others in Pokemon Unite, we will be releasing it as a free-to-start game for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. The game will also support cross-platform play.
That's cool.
I hope you will look forward to the release of Pokemon Unite.
Since this is the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, I imagine some of you may be wondering how the game will actually play. Well, I'd like to show you some gameplay with 10 players.
10 players. Chuba likes
Here is the
mobile.
group who will be joining my team.
中川翔子です。みんなと一緒にやるの楽しみです。
こんばんは、松丸亮吾です。ポケモンの新ゲームが遊べるということ
Riddle
で、
solving content
すごく
creator?
ワクワクしてます。頑張ります。
こんばんは。WCS2019 ポッケン世界チャンピオンの
Pokken Tournament World Champion.
本日はよろしくお願いします。
Nice.
こんばんは、はじめ社長です。今日は頑張ります。よろしくお願いします。
And here
He's
are
got a
our
squad.
opponents.
He's got a
大
squad.
家晚上好，我是双语声优刘金洛 KK。今天和我一起组队的是宝可梦公司的各位朋友。
Big squad of it.
I'm going to
Oh, they got
focus on
DC?
so I'll turn it over to our two commentators.
They got DC?
I'll be your commentator for today's match. I have the producer of the game, Mr. Hoshino, here too to provide commentary.
Thanks, I'm happy to join you.
And with that, let's get the match started.
They got DC rolling there, bro.
わあ、絶対勝ちたい。どうしようかな。
Now our players are choosing their
どうし
Pokemon.
よう悩むな。
僕ルカリを使います。
僕リザードにします。
アベックス行きます。
可愛いのでカビゴンで。
While there are no type advantages in Pokemon Unite, each Pokemon has different traits and abilities, so your choice is important.
Both teams have locked in their Pokemon picks.
強そうこのチーム。
いや、ゲンガー怖いな。よし、皆さんお願いします。
I'm just
The
not I'm not
battle
into
begins as all
MOBAs,
of the Pokemon rush out from the starting area.
but I'll try it out since it's free to start. But I'm not into MOBAs.
お、倒しましたね。
As we can see, our players are catching lots of wild Pokemon.
ちょっと訂正入れます。お願いします。誰か援護入れました。
And we have our first score of the game.
進化しました。
あ、カメ色になってる尻尾かわいい。
Mr. Ishihara's Squirtle has evolved into a Wartortle.
ごめんなさい。危ない。
His HP is running very low.
If you retreat to a goal on your side, you can recover your HP.
Talonflame has its sights on Pikachu. Pikachu couldn't get away, and Talonflame got the KO.
I got Pikachu. Good fight.
Even if your Pokemon is knocked out, it will recover after a brief amount of time.
Snorlax is trying to score a goal, but the opposing team's Clefable and Talonflame are trying to put a stop to it.
If you get attacked while trying to score, you will be interrupted.
Charmeleon is in trouble being chased down by 3 opponents. And here comes Mr. Ishihara's Wartortle with a Skull Bash and Hydro Pump combo.
What an amazing play. They expertly surrounded their opponents.
It's like he was button mashing.
いや、ナイスです。21点。早い。
And with that score, the goal was destroyed.
Is it
With the goal destroyed, the opponents have
is
fewer
this
healing
normal
spots.
in mobile game MOBA? What do you mean by is this normal in normal?
And here comes the Unite move.
It looks like League of Legends, or it looks
Talonflame
like
is knocked out, and Charizard
Arena of Valor, just with
Fire
Pokemon.
Blast.
It's really, that's just what it is. It's like any other MOBA, but just Pokemon, which is fine. I'm just not into MOBAs. Like, I'm just not into MOBAs as much.
We're approaching the end of the
Typical
match.
MOBA game. It could be really good, but if you're into MOBAs, then it's cool.
Points
If you're not
scored
really
in the
into
final 2
MOBAs, then
minutes
it's
are
not that
double.
cool.
There's no telling who will end up winning this match.
Matsumaru has a lot of points saved up, and he's sending his Charizard in for a goal. And he scores a massive score for the team. This might decide the match. As we near the end of the match, we see Mr. Ishihara's team approaching the goal on the opponent's side. And here is Snorlax with a Unite move and Blastoise.
So this didn't need its own presentation, though? I mean, it just
overwhelming
depends.
that
If you wanted to show off the game more
Only
and
10
get people
seconds
excited
left
about
on
it, then
the
it did
clock
need its own
now. Can
presentation.
Team Ishihara do it?
If you, I mean, they obviously think it's bigger than what you think it is, because they're trying to make a lot of money off of this game. Because MOBAs are huge, and if you're partnering with Tencent,
That's the game.
then that's big, you know. So they obviously think it's big enough for its own show.
I didn't know who was going to win right up until the very end. What a thrilling battle. As you could see, it took a lot of teamwork to emerge victorious. Thanks to all of our players and commentators today. We are hard at work on Pokemon Unite to make it a game that we hope all of you will love. We look forward to sharing more details in the future about when we plan to launch the game. Thank you again for tuning in today.
All right, well that's that. We are done, and it's pretty much about 11 minutes on the dot. There you go. Game is over. It is over. At least it's coming to Switch. They dipped. There you go. At least they're short. At least they're not long. I mean, I'm not huge into MOBAs. That's just the thing with me. I'm not huge into MOBAs. I'll try it out because it's free to play. So I'll try it out. But it's just not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I was more excited about Pokemon Snap. More so than anything else, you know? I think Big Z donated $2 and says, this better be on PC. This will suck without KBM. I think they said mobile and Switch. So there's no what's it called? There's no PC version right now at this point. But there might be later. But thank you for the $2, Big Z. So yeah. You can get it on PC through something called BlueStacks, I think. Yeah, I think there's ways to stream mobile games to your PC or to get mobile games on your PC or something like that. Let's see here. Elreals has donated $2. It's not bad. It's just, but it's not a big deal either. I think it's gonna be, if it gets as big as, if they can get even a fraction of the size of like League of Legends or Arena of Valor was, then it's a big deal. So then in terms of money making, this could be massive. This could be huge because games like Arena of Valor and games like League of Legends, those games do crazy numbers. So if they can get anywhere near, you know, that range of MOBA status, you know, with money coming in, then it'll be big for them. As gamers, I mean, if you're not into MOBAs, then it's not really a big thing. Like me, it's not really big for me. But is it big potentially for like the Pokemon company to make like a ton, like stupid money on it? Yeah, it could be huge. If a bunch of competitive players pick it up and if it's good, if it's a good MOBA, then it can be huge for them. It could become a huge type of thing with tons of support and blah, 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 and people playing and all that good stuff. So I just don't know yet, though. They didn't give any, like, you know, details. But it could be huge. It could be massive for them. It could be. But it's a MOBA. But like I said, if it gets anywhere near League of Legends status, then... Because, like, people talk about, like, all the different games, like Overwatch and all this stuff. But you know what, one of the, the number one game for, like, esports is? It's, like, League of Legends. Like, I don't know if you guys know how much those guys get paid, but some of those guys are millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it gets anywhere near the size of that, then it could. But I just don't know if it will be. That's the thing. I don't know if it will get up to that status. You know. So yeah, what do you think of the name Pokemon Unite? It makes sense. It's all right. It's all right, but I'm just, like I said, it just for me as a yeah, or it's like Smite. It's like Smite, it's like Arena of Valor, it's like League of Legends, it's like all those games, you know? For more of the hardcore audience, nah, I can't see this appealing, but for the casual market, literally a gold mine for Pokemon Go, almost. No, I don't really think so. I don't think a casual looks at Pokemon Unite and says, oh my gosh, I'm excited to play this. I disagree with that heavily. Like, I don't think casuals look at that and say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna play this. This is gonna get me like hardcore. I don't think casuals look at League of Legends or casuals look at Arena of Valor like that either. You know, I don't think this is more of a casual. I think like Let's Go, Pokemon Go, those are more for the casual. I think this is more for the core gamer even, and expanded gamer, like into mobile and stuff like that, because MOBAs aren't necessarily for casuals, you know? I don't think people that are casuals are lining up at the door to play MOBAs, you know? So yeah, I'm not really sure if it's more for in line of casuals, to be honest, because there's too much stuff that you got to do with MOBA games, you know? There's way too much stuff. Pokemon is really getting into the mobile business. They've been into the mobile business. What are you talking about? What do you mean really getting it? They've been in it. This is like their 4th or 5th mobile game or something, like 6th mobile. They've been doing mobile games for years now. Let's see. So Pokemon has a mobile. What's next? Splatoon having a battle royale game? Maybe. Well, battle royale doesn't need to be I think battle royale doesn't need to be its own game. Battle royale can just be a mode. You don't need to make a whole game centered around battle royale. I think a mode of battle royale would be better than a whole game centered around it, you know. But that's just me. Let's see. Dota has a ton more players and is way bigger. Okay, yeah. So Dota, yeah, to Dota, those type of games, League of Legends, Dota, those games are huge. Dota's huge too. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna get as big as Dota or League of Legends though. See, Chinese and Korean gamers will focus on this game. Oh, absolutely. That's why they partnered with Tencent, because this is going to be huge in China, you know, in Asian countries. It's going to be pretty big for them over there. I don't know, I don't know if it's going to pull them away from like Dota and League of Legends though. Like for how long? It's funny seeing people get hyped for Let's Go Johto when a lot of them hated Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I don't know. Like the more that I look at it, I think once Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, people started appreciating Pokemon Let's Go more. I mean, I don't know, you know? If I can play a Mudkip, I'm down to try it. That's all it takes is a Mudkip. Well, that Mudkip's gonna evolve, so. As a 10-year League player, this blew my mind. If they do ranked, well, it could grow a nice community. Mobile players will love it, I think. Yeah, I think mobile players will love it. It's just mobile is such a different type of concept compared to a lot of compared to Pokemon games in general, right? And then compared to like what people are looking for. That's the reason why you see like a lot of extreme reactions on one side or another. Some people are looking for like the typical Pokemon RPG experience, right? Or something that they've done spin-off before, like Pokemon Snap or Pokemon Puzzle League or something like that. But then there's also this thing, you know, then there's also this side. So, I mean, I think it'll be a solid MOBA. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to do as well as Dota or League of Legends. I don't know if it can ever get up to that big, but that's what they're banking on. They're banking on the game getting that big. Elias says, guess people don't understand how big MOBA games are in the Asia region, especially China. You know, that country with 1.3 billion people population, bro, that's big money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. Like, people in the West don't understand how big MOBAs are. Like most people, like a lot of people, not most, but a lot of people don't like it as much, like you know, as people in the Asian territories. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, yeah, China, you know, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, you missed it, Downgrade. You missed it. It's actually more than that. Yeah, I anticipated that people wouldn't like, you know, a MOBA type of announcement or anything like that. Yeah, people are dislike bombing the hell out of it. Let's go Johto trending on Twitter. Oof, I know. Dr. Claw, what's up, man? Welcome. Why are people disliking the video? Because they don't like MOBAs, because they're not looking to play a MOBA. Not a fan of MOBA, but this will be massive. I mean, maybe. I think it's just people don't like MOBAs. People don't like MOBAs. It's because Pokemon fans weren't expecting a MOBA, but I expected that this could be some type of, I even said it before, this could be some type of Switch and mobile game where they're connected in some type of way. That's what I thought. I had an idea that it could be like a bigger mobile / Switch initiative type of game, and that's exactly what it was. I thought it could be Let's Go Johto, but I was thinking it could be like a mobile and Switch initiative type of game, and that's what it was. Good evening, OJ and the village. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing today, man? I wish Pokemon would do something with Mario Odyssey, something like RPG, platforming, big adventures. You want a platforming Pokemon game? All right. Just get Charizard and fly. Let's see here. I mean, I guess I'll be playing my first MOBA. Okay, yeah, I think this will be lots of people's first MOBA game. Just came back from work. Hey, what's up, Shamsa? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they just Shamsa, since you just got in, welcome. But yeah, they just announced a Pokemon MOBA game. Oh God, Shamsa just got back and supported with the freaking $50. Grenade gun unlocked. Let's go. Thank you so much, Shamsa. Become the top stream ninja. Didn't take long. Shamsa, you guys give some love to Shamsa. How you doing? Welcome to the stream roundtable, of course. Shout outs. You guys give some love, respect, emotes. Parziva plays. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime or for the subscription. Yeah, Shamsa strikes once again. Thank you for the 50. Give some love to Shamsa. Definitely roundtable. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had a good day at work today. I almost lost my mind. I know you missed it earlier, but I almost lost my mind. Savage Animator almost made me lose my mind today with his questions. Oh my gosh, with his questions. Oh my gosh, the questions just made me So there was that earlier. But no, I mean, it's a Pokemon MOBA. I'm not super excited about it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, like it's not like super lit for me. But like, I think, like I said, it could be pretty big for other people who are into MOBAs. Also, ASCH Chad, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Also, Rondres, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Once again, thank you for the tier 1. By the way, my bad if that question I asked was dumb and make you leave the chair. No, it's all good, Savage Animator. It's content. Some dude says this is definitely going to flourish in the Asian region, especially in China. They literally have internet cafes where people sit and play MOBAs all day. Not a game for me, but still, yeah, it's going to be big in more like Asian territories for sure. For sure, it's going to be big more there, more so than anywhere else. That's for definite sure. That's like 100%. That's what's gonna happen. But for everybody else, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how like Arena of Valor, League of Legends, these type of games. You know, Arena of Valor is on the Switch. I played it. I think it's cool. It's just not my style, but maybe this Pokemon game gets me more excited about it. But we'll see. They have so many options for champions, though. They do have a lot of options for champions. No, you're right about that, Big Milo. It could be super dope. What's going to make or break the game for me is the speed of the game. Like, is the speed going to be like... The problem that I have with a lot of these MOBA games, it just feels slow. So if the speed of the game is legit and, like, if it's fun, you know, then maybe I'll get into it. But I'll try it out. Like I said, I tried out Arena of Valor. I just felt that was a little slow for me. But we'll see. New Bart Gaming says, appreciate the streaming, man. Not able to tune in often, but I still enjoy them as a Pokemon fan since the Game Boy days years. This looks like it could be fun to play with friends. Yeah, absolutely, and it's free to play. So I mean, like, it could be cool. It could be cool. I mean, like, you can play on Switch, you can play on mobile, so there's really no excuse for anybody not to play. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. MOBAs are kind of slow. That's my biggest problem with MOBAs, and like that's why I'm not super excited, just because every single MOBA that I've played, the people move kind of slow, you know? And like and that's intentional to make it to where you have to cover ground. Like, so it's just not something that I'm like super crazy. I'm just not crazy about MOBAs, you know? So yeah. But shout out Shamsa. Welcome to the stream. I do kind of funny though. People dislike bombing it for not being Let's Go Johto are probably the same people who dislike the original Let's Go trailer for not being Gen 8. It's absolutely the same people. No, it's absolutely the same people. That's for sure. Hey, what's up, Corvin? Welcome to the stream. It's absolutely the same people because people dislike bomb Let's Go. Now they're looking for Let's Go. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can understand the dislike bombs. I can understand people hating it. Like, I get it. You know, I get it. Let's see. Kieran Buckley says, at least the hardcore and casual Pokemon fans have Snap 2 and Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC to look forward to. This doesn't interest them. That's true. They do have that. Halcyon says, you would like League of Legends Wild Rift. It's gonna be fast paced. Okay, well I'll check that out. I mean, but that's PC mainly, right? League of Legends. That's not on any consoles or anything. So I mean, I don't know. Savage Animus, I think Pokemon Unite looks decent, but nothing special to me. Yeah, I mean it looks decent enough. Elias says, if it was Let's Go Johto, people would moan about it not being Diamond and Pearl remake. I mean, look, guys, there's a lot of people in the world, right? So, so I mean, you're never gonna please everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't matter what fan base it is. Like, we can talk about the only fan base that's always pleased with everything is like the CD Projekt Red fan base. Like, that's the only fan base that literally says this is great with every single thing, and they delay the game for 10 years. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So I think the only fan base that doesn't get upset whenever things bad happen is like CD Projekt Red or like, yeah, their fan base. Like, they can delay the game for the whole generation. Game was announced in like 20. They can delay the game forever. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Because they know once they get their game, they're going to be playing it for the next however many years or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like even like The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 runs in like, what is it? 400p on the Switch? Oh, this looks great. Any other game? Oh, the resolution is just horrible. I can't stand it. Oh, but The Witcher 3 on Switch? This is, yeah. Same resolution. Doesn't matter. I'm telling you, CD Projekt Red, they can do no wrong. They can do no wrong, dude. I'm telling you. Halcyon says Wild Rift mobile MOBA. That's gonna be moving to console late next year. All right, sounds good. Anti-skill shot says League of Legends Wild Rift is okay. You guys are letting me know about that. All right, I got you. Wait till you're about Kingdom Hearts fans. No, bro, dude, I already. What do you mean? Wait till I know about Kingdom Hearts fans. The mobile will clearly have the advantage over the Switch mobile game. Well, it depends, right? I mean, like, it seems like you might be able to use the touchscreen on the Switch. So if you can use the touchscreen, there's not really any real advantage, right? If you can use the touchscreen on the Switch. Pokemon Wrestling, yeah. I mean, there's worse things that this could have been. Yeah, there's worse. At least it's on Switch. It could have just been mobile only. At least it's on Switch too. At least it's an actual like game. You know, like MOBAs are still like normal games. At least it's not like, you know, Pokemon Go 2 or something like that, or something crazy. Yeah, they're saying the dislikes. Yeah, I expected the dislikes to be high. It's a MOBA. I mean, I expected the dislikes to be super high. Like, the dislikes are like 55K and counting, you know? So I expected it to be the dislikes to be super high. Once they show that it's a MOBA. Pokemon File Your Taxes. Yeah. Pokemon Channel 2, please. I mean, if they did Pokemon Channel, I think people would be pissed off about that too. Detective Pikachu for Switch. They already announced that. We don't know when that's coming though. We don't know when Detective Pikachu 2 is coming or what's going on with that game, you know? Man, I'm done with the presentation and it's only 6:30 a.m. That's crazy, dude. That's super crazy. Anyway, you guys can keep asking me questions if you guys. Oh, and music requests too. For anybody who donated today, y'all can get some music requests. If you guys have questions, we can just turn this into a normal OJ live. I'll just be streaming for like a bit longer. It's too early to play Smash though, just because we don't have our normal people here. So we'll probably do another live stream like later in the day, like a second OJ live, and we'll play Smash later. So we can't. It's way too early to play Smash. Way too early to play Smash. We wouldn't have enough people to play. But we'll play Smash later. Do you and the Ninja Village sleep? Yeah, we sleep. I sleep, sure. I just woke up not too long ago. I'm expecting Pokemon trading card on mobile. I would still be fine. A Pokemon trading card game. I'd be down for a Pokemon trading card game. Like if they announced that, but I don't know if that would be a big enough announcement. But I'd be down for Pokemon the trading card game on Switch and mobile. That'd be cool. Wait, isn't Pokemon trading card game already on mobile? Or is it just on PC? Pokemon Channel, watching Pikachu, watch TV was one of the strangest concepts ever. It was. They were pretty crazy with the concepts in the N64 era. That's when they made like Hey You Pikachu, Pokemon Channel, Pokemon Snap. So they got pretty creative with the concepts in the N64 era. I think it's tablets only. Oh. Let's see here. I just ported Xenosaga to my PS3. Ported Xenosaga? What? You mean played it? Like ported it? What? PC and limited tablets. Okay. PC and limited tablets. At first, I thought they were gonna announce a card game after they showed the cards. I mean, that's. I think if you thought that they were gonna announce a card game just because they showed some damn cards at the beginning, then you haven't seen the Pokemon show presentations before, and you're rushing to judgment. Like, why would the first thing you see is what you think? That's too quick to rush to judgment. They've shown cards before. They're just showing like, hey, like all the audience united. Like, that's too quick to rush to judgment. Oh, it's cards. It's a trading card game. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Let the presentation go on. That's too quick. You gotta evaluate things a little bit, bro. You gotta evaluate things a little bit more than that. That's not a good way to think. Don't rush the judgment so fast just by seeing some cards. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, Christian? Welcome to the stream. Morning. I thought it was gonna be Shamsa, do you have any music? I don't know if you put any music, but can you wrangle up some music for me? Let's see here. For Shamsa's donation. This is some Byleth anger. The Pokemon, dude, Byleth was nothing compared to what Pokemon Company goes through, because as big as Smash Brothers is, it's not as big as Pokemon, you know? So Pokemon gets, I think, more people angry. Smash Brothers is just like, it's a small slice of the overall. And I think that at the same time, so is Pokemon. You know, Pokemon, like people getting angry about Pokemon, that's also, I think, a smaller slice of everybody overall. You look at The Last of Us, it's a small slice of everybody overall. I mean, like, it's hard to gauge these things, guys, right? Because I think a lot of the casual Pokemon fans didn't watch this presentation and don't care. And they're definitely not going to waste their time dislike bombing something or review bombing something. So that's why when people review bomb, when people dislike bomb, when people do all these things, it's more of just like the crazy hardcore fans more so than anything else, you know? Not that they're not justified or not, you know, they're not allowed for their opinion, because they absolutely are. But I mean, it's people who obviously have their emotion on their sleeve about video games, you know? And they do that for free online all the time. Like, it's okay to have your emotion on your sleeve if it's a profession, in my opinion, but if you're going to be crazy about something online, it's a waste. Trust me, I spent a lot of my time in my younger years doing that, and I can guarantee you right now it's a waste of time. Trust me. You should channel that energy and put it into something that's actually going to be more productive for you. But hey, don't let me tell you that. You guys will experience it in your youth. But trust me, the day that I actually put that energy and put it into myself, that's when things will go better for you in terms of just your life. But hey, it is what it is. Game looks interesting. People should try it. No, we're not going to try it. I'm going to be angry. I mean, people seem to like the game on Twitter. Casual audience giving likes and retweets. I mean, it's going to be polarizing for sure. You know, it's going to be polarizing. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to think it's horrible. Some people are going to think that it's not horrible. Some people are going to think that it's cool. Some people are going to think that it's not cool. So yeah. So it just depends. I'm kind of getting a bunch of different, you know, some people are saying that the Pokemon company's out of touch with their fans want. Spawnwave said that a Pokemon MOBA was revealed for today. I'm sure that's going over well. And then Jordan Fringe said, who want to squad up for Pokemon Unite? GK says, like, I woke up and I can't really say that it was really fun to watch the timeline. I no longer care about Pokemon. Seeing constant disappointment. Distance is hilarious. Rogers Bay says, even though I'm not blown away, I think free-to-play MOBA has potential to be really well, to do really well, and it ends up succeeding. Maybe that'll give the Pokemon Company the push they need to finally make open-world RPG or MMO. We'll see. I mean, I think that they should already be, like, that should already be a thing that they're working on. I don't think that there should be, like, there shouldn't be. I think, like, the Pokemon Company should already be working on that. Yeah, you can play something, Shamsa. Just link me whatever you want me to play, Shamsa, and I'll if I can, just let me know. Just link it, or just let me know, or let Dank know, and he'll tag me. I think that should already be something that they're working on. I think the biggest problem is that, let me tell you guys something that I don't usually say here with my production and how I do things. The Pokemon Company is a victim of its own success. I think that the Pokemon Company has become big and has become what it is because it was based off of small scale, smaller end projects, premium pricing, making their money, blah, 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 right? So they've never had to spend crazy amounts of money on any single project for like a development, right? When it comes to the actual development, they've never been on like super crazy powerful PC, latest graphics. That was what they were raised in. They were born, their DNA is in spending less and making high profit margins. That's the reason why the Pokemon Company has made so much money. They've become the biggest entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case is. I'll get that raw expression. Thank you for the 5. I'll get that read off in just a bit. They're a victim of their own success. I think in the same way, it's the same as like my channel at times too, right? I can't work on huge scripted big videos because I've already made what I made off of smaller end news, live streams, and different types of productions. So when it's hard for me to sit down and edit for a bigger thing when I have all these smaller things that I know that makes me successful to do, like streaming, like playing games with you guys, like doing Q&As. All that type of stuff is obviously not as big scripted, researched videos, but it's hard for me to do those because I'm doing so much of these little things that have made me successful. And I think that's the problem with the Pokemon Company at the same time too. It's a different business model. They do smaller things. They pump maybe more into advertising and more into it, but less on the development side of things, which has made them as big and successful as they are. But at the same time, they still need to, people still want that 4 or 5 year developed RPG that's going to take a long time to make. And the Pokemon Company is like, well, we don't do that. We've never done that. But people want them to do that, you know? So I think that's the biggest issue that the Pokemon Company is dealing with, which YouTube and content creators deal with that all the time. It's like, I can take the time to make this big, huge scripted video, but then it's going to end up like Scott the Woz, right? Where obviously he's being successful, but he makes like 1 video a week because his videos take so long. But then if you already had a model to where you make constant videos and that's what people want, it's hard for you to try to do something different because there's just not enough time or there's not enough resources or whatever the case is. And I think that's the biggest problem with the Pokemon Company. They're going to have to adjust to have those multiple teams to be able to do those things. And they just haven't done that yet. That's the biggest problem, I think, you know? Oh God. Yo, that was loud. All right. Decap Attack. Oh, this game kind of scared me back in the day. All right, here we go. There we go. RIP headphone users. All right, hopefully you guys can hear that. Isn't it true that Pokemon Company make most of their money from merchandise and not much the games? Yeah, the Pokemon Company's revenue is more from the merchandise and licensing and show and all of that, trading cards, than the games. Yeah, that's true. Because merchandise and all that stuff is in many different factors, right? T-shirts, clothing, more apparel, cards. That obviously, that's in more places than video games. Video games, you need it to be a particular console, particular system, more expensive. Whereas clothing can be a $7 shirt or a $10 shirt. Cards are cheaper. You know, cards can be expensive, but cards, you can get a booster pack for $3 or whatever, right? So you can make more money off of the cards and the merchandising and all that than the video game. So yeah, they do. They do. Seems like Pokemon IP is expanding to more and more type of games. It's interesting to see where the IP will go in terms of this game genre. Elias, and it's free, so I know you're excited about that because it's free. So that's good for you. Just saw the reveal, that was lame. I'm not playing that. Hey, don't need to play it. It is something that you don't need to play. Bruh, heck yeah. I know it's tough for you to get games, right? I mean, people have been asking for a freaking home console Pokemon game basically since the series came out, and the only reason we got one is because Switch is also had out. Well, I mean, there's been Pokemon home console games before, Dr. Claw. Pokemon Coliseum, for example, on the GameCube. Pokemon Gale of Darkness. Those are home console Pokemon games that like literally like legit. Yo, this is an adventure home console Pokemon game, you know? The best one is probably Pokemon Coliseum. I think that's probably the best, you know, well, before Pokemon Sword, obviously before like Pokemon Sword and Shield, but Pokemon Coliseum, that was like one of my favorites that I thought was really cool, you know? Right, I was referring to the main series, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess technically it's not the main series. You're right about that. It's not the main series. It's more of like a spin-off-y thing, but yeah, like the next like Pokemon game. So yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there. I tried to tell people it wasn't Let's Go Johto or Sinnoh remakes. Yeah, I kind of give up on that idea after a bit. Was there anything other than announcement for Unite? No, Unite was the only announcement. This thought is real this morning. Oja. Yeah, of course. It's Pokemon Company. Of course. If it wasn't exactly what people wanted, then of course people are gonna be upset. Well, which is fine. Pokemon Company, like I said, they're always upsetting the users and fans, so it's not surprising. It's not surprising to me. I'd actually be down for a new Coliseum / Gale of Darkness game. Let's go back to Aura. Yeah, man, I'd be down for that too. Sponsored by Pokemon Shadow. Hey, what's up, Moses? Welcome to the stream. So what exactly was the announcement? It was Pokemon. It's a Pokemon MOBA game. It's called Pokemon Unite. So you can play on Switch and you can play on mobile, and like you use Pokemon and like you fight like League of Legends or like Dota, Arena of Valor, and like you evolve you capture wild Pokemon and you evolve them on the screen and like you just fight. It's a MOBA, 5-on-5 MOBA. Kevin with the subscription. Thank you so much, Kevin. Welcome to the stream. What game have come out this year that hasn't been exactly what everyone wanted? Dude, there's not been a single game that I can think of that's been like perfect that everyone's just happy. Final Fantasy VII Remake pissed people off. Xenoblade Chronicles Resolution Gate pissed people off. Last of Us Part 2, that pissed people off. I mean, everything pisses people off. Pokemon Snap, I mean, then people just started crapping on Pokemon Sword and Shield. I mean, but yeah, Pokemon Snap, that was kind of a thing. But, you know. All right, Shamsa, I got you. Oh, Mystic Quest. WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Twitter was a mistake. Hey, what's up, artist? Why do you think they decided to give this game its own showcase? Because it's a MOBA. And MOBAs are huge, and they're partnering with Tencent. This game could be huge because MOBAs are huge. It's a huge it's a huge style of game, like especially in the Chinese and Asian territories. Asian territories, MOBAs are huge, and they're partnering with Tencent. Tencent's big. Tencent's the biggest gaming company in the world, you know? So that's the reason why they gave it its own presentation, because it could, if it gets, you know, if this latches on with people, it could be big. That's the reason why. And it's across mobile and mobile and Switch. Every time there's a new game, there's always going to be hate. Yeah, which is fine. People are allowed to be upset, or people are allowed to hate stuff if they want to hate stuff. That's fine. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Welcome. But that's because Tony Hawk game didn't make anybody mad, because that's because it's based off of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 that people already like. So that's the reason why it didn't make anybody mad. It's just the same game, but with better graphics and revamped. So people have been asking for that for a while. So that's different. It's a remake. People are about to. Well, I mean, Daniel Ahmed. The reason he's a Asian analyst though. Like he analyzes the Asian market. So for him, he's looking at that how like this could be big. You know what I'm saying? Like. So while I think it was right for him to hype it up based off of his work that he does, because he knows the Asian market, he knows the Chinese market, and he knows that this could make a stupid amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows, and that's the reason why he hyped it up, you know, or whatever, or he was talking about it, because this could make, because in his job profession, this field, it could make a stupid amount of money, and people could end up liking this, though. That's the thing. People could end up liking this, but it's not what they already know. So since it's not something that they already know, they're going to be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? We know Pokemon Snap. We know Let's Go. We know regular RPG. So if it's something that we already know, then people will be more inclined to not like it. But if it's something new or something different, like Pokemon Let's Go, people were pissed off at Pokemon Let's Go because it's something different than what we normally got. But now that we know about it, people are like, oh, well, it's okay. It's going to be another Let's Go game, you know? So that's kind of how the cycle works, you know? If it's something new or something different, then people will be mad. If it's something that you already know, even though people didn't like it, but we already know about it, you know? So yeah. All right, another track from Shamsa. Got it. All right. The video has likes, right? Somebody somewhere is hyped. Well, yeah, there's likes and dislikes, like on any video. I hope when this game comes out, it dies off in a week like Masters. I don't know if it'll die off in a week like that. I don't know about if it'll die off like Masters. I don't even know to be honest, I don't even know what the numbers are for Masters. I don't know if the game is dead or not. Mac Mega donated $5 and says, what do you rate the Switch news as of this week? To me, it was a C+ with the New Game Expo being the high point. Also, can you play Pokemon Song in the link? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Switch news this week. I mean, it's been all right. Yeah, like a C. You know, about average. Pretty good. All right. Nothing crazy, but not bad. Not bad. That is 100% you. Happens to other franchises like COD all the time. Wait, what were you talking about? But I don't know. I wouldn't put too much into dislikes, guys. Pokemon Sword and Shield got crazy amounts of dislikes too. And yeah, 18 million copies later. I think people still dislike bombing videos and stuff. So I wouldn't really put too much at Last of Us Part 2. Neil Druckmann talking, dislike bombing the hell out of that. Oh yeah, review bombing. Oh, by the way, Last of Us Part 2 shatters records, beating Uncharted 4 sales, not even including digital sales, PSN, crushing sales records everywhere. So I wouldn't put too much stock into dislikes. Can't be free, right? That's true. It's free. Free to start. If people are right about partnering with Tencent, will be problematic. People already calling it spyware. I mean, Nintendo's already partnered with. Like, isn't Arena of Valor Tencent? So they've already partnered with Tencent before. This song's a banger. Let's see here. In regards to people liking something that they don't recognize. Oh, okay, COD fan. Well, I mean, COD looks so familiar though, right? So I mean, I don't understand why COD fans would be mad about stuff. All right, I'm gonna take a nice long bike ride and ask some more questions. Last us later. All right, take it easy, Savage Anime. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. I was just messing with you earlier. All right. No more. I think a No More Heroes 3 release date. Oh, you guys can ask me questions based on anything, okay, guys? It doesn't have to be Pokemon. If you guys have questions about other stuff, feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer your other questions too. It doesn't have to be purely based off of Pokemon. So we're gonna move over to like regular OJ Live, you know. Did my song request count? What was your song request, El Realist? Did you have a song request? I saw you donated $2, but you didn't put any music request in there. You're right. Most of the world has no clue about the presentation. Yeah, most people probably didn't watch. It was too early in the morning for the West Coast people. Sakon says, I think they're still trying to replicate Pokemon Go's success, but I doubt it'll happen. Also, do you think it was smart for Nintendo to abandon the mobile market? I don't know if Nintendo's abandoned the mobile market. We've just gotten reports that Nintendo's doing that, but Nintendo hasn't come out and said anything to investors or anything like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Mobile games for Nintendo haven't been crazy successful outside of like Fire Emblem Heroes and Dragalia Lost. Pokemon Go doesn't count because that's more of Pokemon Company and Niantic or whatever. So really, the only two real big successful games have been Fire Emblem and Dragalia Lost. Outside of that, I mean, everything else has been okay. But I mean, we need to wait and see what Nintendo says, you know, like about it, because there hasn't been any official confirmation. But I mean, to be honest, man, I don't care. If you want me to be honest, I don't care. Troy Perry, don't worry about haters, bro. I wonder if Pokemon Sleep got canceled. I don't know if it got canceled. I think it'll come out at some point. Because different time periods of games and different changes of movement, exosuits, aka futuristic. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got you, Party Man, on that one. Do you think Pokemon can announce anything that people don't dislike? The only thing that people aren't gonna like dislike is if they announce like a Pokemon, like either like a remake of older games that are good, like Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver. A remake of those, people won't super dislike that, or if it's like a new big, great graphics, like huge open world RPG. It's got to be like one of those two. It's either got to be remakes of stuff that we already know, or it's got to be like an open world RPG that looks fantastic. If it's anything outside of that, people are going to be upset. All right, I got you. I got you, Shamsa. Thank you for the support once again. Fire Emblem Heroes is only successful because that game runs on any old phone. I don't think that's the only reason why that game's successful. There's lots of games that can run on that can run on different types of phones, on old phones and all that, and those games aren't successful. So that doesn't guarantee success being able to run on lots of different types of phones. That's not how it works. I really want Killer is Dead on Switch. Good for you. OJ, ignore my comments. I'm ignoring your comments because all you're doing is just saying Tencent is trash. Tencent's trash. Tencent's trash over and over. So what do you want me to say? I'm trying to answer questions. Dr. Claw with the 100 core crystals and says if it wants to be Fisher Price, my first MOBA for novices like me, I'm here for it. Also, people think this reaction is bad. Imagine the next Smash game announced that was a MOBA. Lol. Well, I guess I don't know. So how can Smash be a MOBA though? It's like Smash. That'd have to be a spinoff, right? But yeah. True. Yeah, people would be upset about that. That's for sure. Can't wait to see VC's reaction. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Does VC like MOBAs though? I'm not sure. I don't think VC likes MOBAs. I don't know. Is the Mario collection going to be Nintendo's heavy hitter for N2020 on a positive note? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I was thinking if they announced Suspects Emissary 2, that MOBA, for some reason, Suspects Emissary 2. What do you think a new Switch would have? Kanye? Is it Kanye? Kanye Charles? Check out one of my videos on my channel. I actually talked about like that. I think it was 2 days ago on my channel. Just check that out. I talked about, or just type in new Switch or Switch 2, next gen Switch. I've made multiple videos on that, so just watch that video if you want to hear my thoughts on that. if this is successful, Nintendo might make a Mario MOBA. I don't think so, but this is more of the Pokemon Company and Tencent more so than Nintendo, to be honest. What upcoming gaming announcements are you planning to stream? I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I don't know what other gaming announcements are there. I gotta look at the schedule. I don't really know. Whatever comes up, then I'll make a decision whether to stream it or not. So we'll see. Is there a setting that I can change in Xenoblade to stop him from auto attacking? First time playing Xenoblade? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I've never had somebody ask me that question. I don't mean to laugh at your question, bro, but no. Auto attacking is part of the game mechanics of the game. You can't. This man said, "Can you stop attacking, bro? I'm just trying to play the game." This man's just swinging his damn sword over and over. He won't stop. This man's trying to make this into a Kingdom Hearts, bro. No, auto attacking is part of the game because that's how you recharge your arts, right? So I know it's your first time playing. So how the system works is that when you auto attack, it actually fills up your arts and fills up your other skills that you can use, right? So basically, the point of the game is auto attacking, filling up your arts, then using your different arts in order to inflict statuses on your enemies, right? So auto attacking is integral to the actual system of how the game works. Without auto attacking, your arts wouldn't recharge as fast and stuff like that, because a lot of times you get bonuses based off of each hit from an auto attack, or you can imbue properties on auto attacks like slow down or burn or whatever the case is. So it's like it's integrally part of the game. You are being mean. I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying not. And I explained, Dorkman. I answered this question. All right. I answered this question. So yeah. It was just, I've just never had that question. That's the first time that I've ever, somebody said, is there a setting that you can turn off him auto attacking? I just thought it's his first time playing, so obviously he's new, so he doesn't know. But I just thought that was, nobody's ever asked me that question. Xenoblade's been out for, decades now, or more than a decade. The game's been out, well, in Japan at least. Here in America, the game's not too old. Xenoblade started in 2012 for America. Europe, it was 2011, so the game's about a decade old. So that's the first, and we've had multiple Xenoblade games since then. But that was just, I've never heard anybody ask me that question, so I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was a funny question. I mean, it's not a funny question, but I just y'all know what I mean, bro. I'm sorry. No, it was a good question though. It was a good question. This man said, "Can I stop auto attacking, bruh?" I love it. He's not being okay. See, look, Sailing says he's not being mean. I was dying too. No, he's not, I'm not. I wasn't trying to be mean. Let's see, did you change your opinion on the PS5 look? Nah, King Zell. I didn't change my opinion on the PS5 look. It still looks really huge and off-putting, but whatever, Any rumblings of new special edition Switch Lite models? I'm holding off on a special edition one for the gym. No rumblings, but there could be something. Maybe you wait for like the fall games to come out. Maybe they do some type of special Switch Lite or a new color. So yeah. Wait, what did I miss the event? Just woke up. Yeah, they announced the Pokemon MOBA game. So like League of Legends, Arena of Valor, Dota, but like Pokemon. Just went to check the Asian pages, and I follow, and everyone there seems hype about Pokemon Unite. So yeah, it's gonna be a success. Yeah, look, let's just guys. In Asia, the game's gonna be huge. Where you live, Elias, and where certain countries where things are rough for people to get games, free-to-play games are big in those countries. You know what I'm saying? Like, free-to-play games are big everywhere, but this is going to be big for people, like I said, for certain types of, certain people in certain countries, going to be huge. Asia, going to be huge. Here in America, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. But lots of other places going to be big. It's going to be big for them. If the game is good. If the game is good. If the game is good. If the game isn't good, then it's not going to be big for them. All right? But the game needs to be good. But we don't know if the game's good or not. I can't click on this. I can't click. Oh, there you go. Finally. Oh. Game Freak so much money. Korea, dang. Japan, dang. Yeah, it's gonna be big for certain countries for sure. I mean, every MOBA game looks bad. I mean, that's true. I mean, the graphics aren't great in MOBA games, and the gameplay isn't for everyone, but people like them. I mean, like, I think League of Legends. I don't like the way League of Legends or Dota looks, but those games are huge. So, I mean, it's a basic proposition at the end of the day. Hey, these games are big. We got a big franchise. Let's make a MOBA. I mean, like, I see why they made it. Is it for me? Nah, not really. Will I check it out? Sure. But am I super hyped for it? Nah, not really. Am I going to be all crazy and get all mad and angry? Nah, not really. Dr. Claw donated another 100 core crystals, and he says, this gives Pokemon League a whole new meaning. That's true. I mean, I think people can squat up and, play with the, like, for example, if there was like a MOBA Naruto game, I'll probably try it out, So if it's based off of franchises that I like, then I'll probably try it. So I'll try this Pokemon MOBA game, but I don't know if I'm going to get like hardcore into it, But thank you for the 100 core crystals, Mr. Dr. Claw. Oh, this means Tencent might end up buying Game Freak and the Pokemon Company. I don't know about all that. I don't think they can. Tencent got crazy money, but I don't think they can afford the Pokemon Company. The Pokemon Company's value can't be written down on paper. You can put how much they make. Okay, great. But their value of what they would cost if you wanted to buy them is astronomical. It's almost like you can't buy the Pokemon Company. That's too hard of a thing to do. That's insane. You would need more money than what they're even worth because it's about potential, not about actual what you have. The value of the Pokemon Company. It's like the value of Nintendo doesn't make as much money overall, right, as like Sony. For example, like Sony's video game division, like Nintendo makes less, but the overall value of Nintendo is way higher than Sony's value. You know what I'm saying? Like video gaming wise, we're not talking about movies and all that. We're just talking like video gaming wise. Like if you had to pick between who would you want in terms of like buying, like what would the value be if they were up for sale? Nintendo would be 10 times higher than what Sony has because Nintendo has all these mascot characters. Now, do they make as much? No, because Sony has the third-party developers all putting games, PSN, 100 million, so they don't make as much. But the value, like by buying them, would be way higher than what Sony has. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can't buy the Pokemon Company like that. There's not enough money. So yeah. Mobile gaming is the future as well as PS5 and Xbox Series X. All right, there you go. Nintendo is bigger than PlayStation. They're bigger than them from a, like I said, from a value standpoint. from a money standpoint, Sony makes more money as of this point with PSN because they have 100 million systems and every single third-party developer sells the most games on there. So they make so much revenue. They make so much in royalties. So that's the reason why Sony makes so much money with their gaming department, is because of royalties, third-party royalties, microtransactions, just insane amounts of money off of that. Dr. Claw donated another 100 core crystals. Dr. Claw showing some support today. He says, yeah, Nintendo's value is insane. I can't think of any game company that would command a bigger price if they went up for sale. Like, imagine if Sony or Microsoft announced today that they bought Nintendo. The other may as well not even release a console at that point because it's over. Yeah, that's true. If Microsoft did somehow purchase Nintendo, it would literally, there would be a one system future. You know, it would just be that system. The Xbox Series X would be the de facto must-have, no questions asked, 100%. Same thing with Sony. If Sony purchased Nintendo, it wouldn't even be close. Everybody else, anybody that makes console models will just pack up their bags. Pack up their bags. It wouldn't even be a thing. But that's not happening. Obviously, that's not happening. And like I said, you can't just buy Nintendo. So you can't just buy Nintendo or buy the Pokemon company. Like it's too hard to do stuff like that. The board of directors would have to approve. Like it would have to be. Like I said, you'd have to be like Bezos. Like it's like it'd have to be like Bezos, Amazon, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett. And I'm exaggerating here. All get together and say, hey, we're going to buy Nintendo. Or we're going to buy... It'd have to be, like, legit. It'd have to be something like that. It'd have to be, like, some type of super billionaire conglomerate, right? It'd have to be somebody like that that would have the forte or the cachet to be able to do something like that, you know? Like, it'd have to be something crazy, like some type of old man Justice League type of deal. Because those three guys control so much wealth here in the West. Like, they own most of the wealth. Would be like Bezos, Gates, and Buffett, like those three guys or something like that, you know? So yeah, I mean, like Zuckerberg, somebody like that they'd have to form some type of coalition that would get people confident enough, like not the investors and the board of directors confident enough that they could have the cash, that they could steer the company in the right way, blah, blah, blah. Like you'd have to pass it through the board too. So you'd have to be somebody who's like competent. You know what I'm saying? Like people that they have confidence in, that they're not going to completely destroy the brand or whatever the case is, you know? So I don't know why you, you timed him out because he was spamming? Or what? Oh, you and him got into an argument? What did you time him out for? Nintendo has talked about how they have protection in place to prevent people from buying majority stock and taking over the company as well. They aren't interested in selling. That's true, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like we were talking hypothetically. You know, we're not talking like if this can happen, because they do have those protections. They do have those things in place to make sure that stuff that can't happen. But at the same time, like let's just say hypothetically speaking, you know, if it was to happen, that's who you would need major billionaires, major companies. Like I said, it'd have to be Amazon, and you know, it'd have to be, like I said, major companies that get involved, you know, with lots of cash at hand. Spamming? Okay. I'll be honest, I don't like Tencent. I mean, a lot of people don't like Tencent, you know? A lot of people don't like Tencent. Yo, shout outs to Dr. Claude, new badge pog. Let's go. I would worry for Rogers Base and misclick souls if Microsoft bought Nintendo, though. Yeah. Breaking news: Elon Musk announces he bought Nintendo and he's sending a copy of Smash Bros. To outer space and SpaceX. Hey, man, one of these days people are going to be playing Smash Bros. In outer space. You got to switch, right? Matthew North says, I do think people throw a lot of random hate on Tencent at times. Tencent literally saved Ubisoft a few years back with their stock takeover. The other giant Chinese companies are worse than Tencent. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. You know, I'm just not into hating companies like that. Like, I'm not into, like, being so upset about a video game company or about a, you know, like, it's just not something that, there's worse things out there to hate, you know? But I get it. Are you going to stream Ninjal? Does Ninjal come out today or is it tomorrow? It's today, right? So, yeah, maybe we'll check out Ninjal today. Maybe we'll check that out today. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we wait a little bit. Maybe we wait till this weekend and play it, like because like if the servers are kind of trash. I don't know. Bro, Tencent spying on you. F that. I mean, lots of companies spy on you though. Cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like once you go on websites, they spy on you. Lots of stuff spies on you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff that y'all using, everybody uses right now that where they're spying on you or your information's being sold. You know, so I mean, they're not the only company to do that. Not saying that it's right, but I'm just saying lots of stuff spies on you. But I mean, if you don't sign up for their stuff, I mean, there's no reason for me to hate them if I don't really use their stuff. If they spy on me, then okay, that's not cool. I'm not gonna mess with them in that way. But I'm not gonna hate them, like for that. I mean, if they want to spy on you and do that crap, let them. People know what they're signing up for, right? Or do they? But I get it. Like I said, I get it. Aaron. I'm not oblivious to the fact of why people hate Tencent or whatever the case is. You know. Another trip to the Vortex? No, I'm good, Troy Perry. We can play this weekend if you want. Yeah, maybe this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm kind of like, I don't want to run into like the day one issues, you know. So YouTube got destroyed because they were spying on. Yeah, that's true. They were YouTube, and they had to pay a big fine too. I hate companies. Give us official stores for our region, man. I cry. Yeah. What's up, Schizo? Do you think Nintendo will have the same amazing games if they had kept the same third-party support Xbox and Sony has? I don't know. It could maybe affect their game development in terms of what they want to do. So I'm not sure. It's too hard to tell. They could. They've always made amazing games because back on the Super Nintendo era, they had all the third-party support, or most of it, like Xbox and PlayStation has, and they still made amazing games. You know. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that they would still make amazing games too because they've had third-party support before, like a crazy good third-party support, and they still made amazing games. You know. And even if you look at like games like systems like the Game Boy Advance or the DS, that had crazy third-party support too from Western companies and, you know, Japanese companies. J2 Blue with the Joe. Thank you for the support with the $10. Says took the day off for my birthday today. Not super interested in Pokemon Unite, but I'll try it out. Yo, thank you for the $10 and happy birthday, Mr. J2 Blue. Thank you for the 10, man. I appreciate that. You guys say happy birthday to J2 Blue. Dr. Claus says the only time I got actually irritated with the company trying to spy on was when Niantic tried to make it so where they could see everyone whatever apps are on people's phones because they didn't want people using IV checkers. Apple stopped it from happening, but that was irritating. IV checkers aren't even cheating. It just tells you the actual number instead of trying to decipher the in-game 3-bar system. Okay. Troy Perry with the Toby Buster. Let's go. Thank you so much, Troy Perry, with the 15. And he says, Buck Bumble song and dance. It's been a while. I'm just here so I won't get fined, bro. I'm about to fine you from ever. Bruh. Anyway. Elias says, I brought my friend's PS4 to play The Last of Us 2 since I owned a PS3 before. Man, the game is fun sometimes, but the story just feels forced at times. It's not good at all, man. I'm disappointed. Yeah, that's the problem with The Last of Us Part 2. The gameplay is solid, but the story... Have you gotten to no spoilers in the chat? Have you gotten to Abby's part yet, Elias? Have you gotten to Abby's campaign? That's when everything just takes a turn for the worst. I mean, I can't see people. I don't know how people are giving this game a 10. Like, I think it is ridiculous that this game would get a 10 after using, unless you're absolutely a weirdo, simplepotamus person. I don't know. Like, you have to have a really, like, people are allowed to have their opinions, but a 10? A 10? For that structure? No, I can't. There's no way, man. There's no way. Finished it, sadly? Okay. I cannot give this game a 10, but Buck Bumble it is. Let's get with the Buck Bumble. Alright, guys. You know what time it is. You guys know what time it is, right? When we do Buck Bumble, you know what time it is. Bumble emotes only. Bumble emotes only. Member mode only for Buck Bumble. Member mode only. Only Bumbles. For at least YouTube side. Twitch side, whatever. So, member mode only. Buck Bumbles only. Let's go. It's dance time, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, the Bumble Troy Perry. Thank you for the $15. Appreciate that. Bumbles only, baby. Yawn. Hey, bump to the bumble. Let's see here. People are trending. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the music. Is Buck Bumble Bumble coming to Pokemon Unite? Is Buck Bumble coming to Pokemon Unite? Yeah. Buck Bumble for Smash? Buck Bumble for Smash? Shamsa wants Buck Bumble for Smash? Who wants Buck Bumble for Smash? Alright, there you go, peeps. Alright, off of member mode. Off of member mode. We're done. Alright, welcome back to everybody else. Bug Snacks for Smash? Bug Snacks for Smash? Epic says, I'm on the read side. Did he say he repeated? Didn't read the message yesterday? Okay, never mind. You're talking to somebody else. Final Smash doing the dance, yeah, that's the dance for those who want to get in on the Buck Bumble action. Become an elite ninja so you can chat while Buck Bumble is happening. Exclusive member only mode. Buck Bumble streams. If Buck Bumble comes to Smash, I'll main him. Aron, you hate Smash Brothers. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Anyway, The Last of Us 2 is trash. The Last of Us 2 isn't trash. Abby's just trash. That's just who's trash. It's just Abby. I wouldn't mind using Abby like every now and then. Like that would have been okay. But like having her whole campaign and skill tree and all that stuff was not good. That was not something that I wanted to do, and I don't think it was something that they should have done. Or they should have made a game with Abby. Like this should have been Last of Us Part 2 where we use Abby and we learn her. Like it should have been a whole completely different thing where we just like it's a game based around Abby, or I don't know, like it shouldn't have been like intertwined with The Last of Us. But like I just don't like how this character is thrown in and she's such a major part after not even being hinted at or anything in the first game. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do enough to say that Abby even existed, you know, beforehand. Like there should have been some notes talking about who this Abby girl is or whatever the case is. But to be such a major integral role of Last of Us Part 2, you know, and to have her just be so, like, she's so ingrained in this game, like to have her own skill trees and own setup and own campaign and everything, like after not knowing anything, like this is just not good. It's just not good. It's just not good. Last of Us 2 isn't trash, but the story is trash. But yeah, it's bad. Oh, gameplay can be improved a lot for the future. It's not a giant leap from the first. I think it's a pretty big leap from the first, but it's not anything. It's not a crazy leap, but it's much more enjoyable to play, though. It's much more enjoyable to play. So yeah. But no, it's not. It's fine. So like 10 hours of The Last of Us 2 is trash. That's all. No, I mean, like, even when you're playing as Abby, like, it's not like the game plays exactly the same. Abby's stronger than Ellie, so Abby has different skill trees, so she has a couple different skills. So it's not like it's horrible. You know, like if you like playing as Ellie, playing as Abby outside of the character, it's fine. The gameplay is fine. The movement is fine. It's fine. Like it's fine. But the problem is the story elements with Abby, and the problem is like what you're doing. Like I don't care about scars. I don't care, or seraphites. I don't care about these people that I'm trying to work with. Like why do I care about? I don't care about all this. I just don't care. They just added all these crazy cultists. They added all this stuff just to try to make Abby more likable. You know, to make, because you just don't like her from the very beginning of the game because of what happens. And then are they trying to make you relate to her? But she's just not a relatable character. She's just not somebody that I like, and I don't care about what she's doing or who she's trying to save or her plight. But like this whole 8 hours that I've been on with Abby, it's just been like a big, like, let me just get through this so I can get back to what happened before they threw me into this. You know what I'm saying? Like before because like when you start using Abby as like her full whatever, you're at this really good part in the game with Ellie where it's like, oh my god, something's about to happen, and then it's just no. It cuts to black, and then all of a sudden you start playing as Abby. So it's like restarting the game. You go from ground zero with Abby, as in you have no skills, you have nothing. You go from ground zero, and then it's literally like a second campaign of playing through Abby just so you can get back to where the good part where you left off on. No, that's bad. That's not innovative. That's not cool. That's not fun. I don't care what no, that's not good storytelling. Anybody that says that is just that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I think that's a ridiculous thing. That's a ridiculous claim. No. That's not good. No. I know I'm not gonna happen, but like I'm a little bit further, so some bad stuff is happening. I just don't want to spoil it, you know. And I already know that I'm not gonna like it. I already know that I'm not. So there's nothing that you guys can say. Oh, you're not like what happens. I already know that I'm not going to, guys. Like what the hell? I already know. If Nintendo came to you and said they would make you a fighter in Smash, but you have to shut your YouTube channel down, would you do it? No. What kind of stupidity? No. That means I give up on all of you guys to be in Smash Brothers? No. Do you think The Last of Us Part 2 will be nominated for the best art, just like Death Stranding? The Last of Us Part 2 will probably get a bunch of nominations. I'll probably get a bunch of nominations for stuff. Ogachuku Uwenyes donated $24.99 and says, "Oh, what's good, OJ? I'm really glad I didn't hype myself up like I used to in the past. The game looks promising and interesting. My only issue is Tencent developing it. I feel bad for the fans that overhyped themselves." Yeah. I'm looking like the Spawncast right now with all these orange and yellow flashes. Let's see here. Yo, thank you for the $24.99. I appreciate that. Also, Radberry Gaming with the $9.99. It says, The Last of Us 2 would have been much better if Abby's campaign was like DLC down the road, the way people could play it if they wanted to, and not be forced to play as her. Also, love the streams. Yeah, it would have been much better, but then if you make Abby's campaign DLC, you have to drastically change, I guess, the story. Or actually, no, you don't. You really actually don't. But yeah, they should have made it. It should have been like a Left Behind type of deal or something like that. You know, like where it's separate. No, actually, you don't have to drastically change things. They're trying to make you relate to Abby and make you like her with their campaign, or make you understand what's going on her side of things. But they just failed at doing so. They just didn't do a good job with it. But yeah, you're right. I think it would have been much better down the road. You know, something else. So, L Realist donated $2 and says, "Shaking my head. Let's try this again." LOL. FCC. Selkie guide. Okay, did you want music? Okay, my bad, Elverlist. I didn't know. Thank you for the $2 though, Elvis. My bad. If you wanted music, you should have let Dank know. Let's see here. Again, I highly vouch for Yakuza games. LOL, dark story, and well written, but the game is fun in general. But the game is fun in general, my brother. Yeah. Fans didn't hype themselves. Game Freak did when they said they had a big announcement. Yeah, that's true. But that's the thing. There's a disconnect between what the Pokemon Company. I mean, Pokemon Company thinks this is big because they think of it money-wise. They're thinking money-wise, this is big. You know what I'm saying? So like money-wise, this is big. I mean, and like MOBAs are big. Like it's just Tencent's big. No matter how much you hate them, whatever, they're big. MOBAs are big. So Game Freak is thinking, yo, this is big. Switch and MOBA game, 5-on-5 Pokemon battles. Oh, this is hype. You know, that's what they're thinking. Obviously, fans are thinking if it ain't a remake of a game that I already like, or if it's not a big new game, then I'm not like. If it's not something that I already know, then it's not a good. You know. And even if it is something that I know, if it's not exactly what I want, then it's not good. Pokemon Sword and Shield says hi. Pokemon Let's Go says hi. So even if it's something, you know, fans will be upset. People will be upset. Even if it is a big announcement, people will be upset one way or another. You know. So there's no way, you can't please everyone, right? You can't, at the end of the day, you can't please everyone. Blake Lindsay with the tune in tier pledge. Thank you so much, Blake. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you so much for becoming an Elite Ninja. What about Mario Kart 8? I think they consider it big because it's a new genre of Pokemon IP. I don't think they have done that before. No, they haven't. That's the reason why they consider it big. It's a new genre. It's a brand new style of game. It's with Tencent. It's a MOBA. Those are big. League of Legends, Dota. That's the reason why they think it's big. Is because that. It's because of money and it's because of the style of game and how popular that franchise, like those type of games are. You know. No. What's big for some might not be for you. That's all. Also, who's talking for Pokemon fans as a whole? How do you know what they think? No, look, Dark Angel, I don't disagree with what you just said right there. I don't disagree with what you guys said though. With what you said. The name of the song is Five Nights at Freddy's World OST. Freddy in Time and Space. Let's see here. FFCC. Let's see here. Dave G says, when is the next Nintendo Direct? It's time to start asking. People have been asking since the last Nintendo Direct. It says you're playing Mario Kart 8. Oh, it says I'm playing. Okay, Twitch didn't update correctly. So it should have said just chatting. Sorry. I forgot. People on Twitch read that. I want to shake your hand. Arnold donated $2 and says, can you play one of the GOAT Pokemon tracks, Battle Zinnia? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the $2, Arn. Sure, I can put that for you. No, but I know what you mean, Dark Angel. I know what you mean. But based off of some reactions on, people are just talking about like some reactions on Twitter and stuff like that. People are angry or upset or wherever the case is, which is fine. People are allowed to be. People are allowed to be. People are allowed to be upset. Jordan Fringe is excited though. I believe Nintendo should let our boys at Monolith do a Pokemon spinoff. That's not up to Nintendo to do that. That's what if the Pokemon Company doesn't want that either. So what does that have to do? You don't know how the Pokemon Company and Nintendo works. Nintendo isn't the overseer of the Pokemon Company and allows them to do certain things and all that stuff like that. That's not how it works, Alexandra. Nintendo isn't the sole proprietary owner of the Pokemon franchise. So it's not like, oh well, Nintendo should allow the Monolith stuff to do it. That's That's just not how it works, dude. Pokemon Company, there's various different factors, different development teams, different things that are going on, and it can't just be like, they should allow them to do it. Like, what if Monosoft might not want to make a Pokemon game? And on top of that, Monosoft, they're working on their own things. You know, they're working on their own things. They have no experience in making a Pokemon game or a spin-off. I mean, like, I don't know if that's going to go very well. I think you relate Xenoblade and you think, oh, they can do Pokemon. It's not the case. I just don't know if that's a good fit, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. But Jordan was hyped for a Pokemon Dungeon, Mystery Dungeon too. I mean, are people not allowed to like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Are people not allowed to like Pokemon? Are people not allowed to like games that other people don't like? I mean, listen. People can like, for example, people can like Death Stranding, right? I don't like Death Stranding, but people are allowed to like Death Stranding. People are allowed to like or be hyped for Death Stranding. People are allowed to like it. Are people not allowed to like? Are people not allowed to like things that other people don't like? Or I mean, I don't understand it though. Unless that was a joke. But I mean, isn't he not allowed to like it, or is the game so unlikable nobody's allowed to like the game? So I don't know, man. Shamsa, if you have some more music, let me know. Did you take the Atlas player survey? I did. Oh, people are allowed to like The Last of Us Part 2. You're allowed to like it. You're also allowed to like Abby. You're also allowed to give a 10 if you want to give a 10. But we can scrutinize and we can criticize your thought process. But you are allowed to like it though. You are allowed to give it a 10 if you want to give it a 10. You are allowed to like Abby if you're some crazy person that likes Abby. But we're also allowed to scrutinize it though. But just saying like, oh well, he also liked Pokemon. It's like, okay, that's fine. You know, like Mystery, that's fine. I'll give Pokemon Mobile a try, but definitely overhyped myself for today. It looked like but I definitely overhyped myself for today. It actually looked like a well done game. You overhyped yourself. Man, people should never stop overhyping yourself. Just see what it is. You know, just see what it is. It was a joke. Okay, cool. I'm glad it was a joke. Some people aren't joking with stuff like that though, but I'm glad it was a joke. I'm allowed to like WWE 2K20 or the Switch version, or WWE 2K18. Yes, you're allowed to like both of those. I slept a couple of hours before getting up for Pokemon, heading back to bed, but leaving a lurk. I'll be watching from mobile. Probably won't talk because Twitch mobile's ridiculous 22-second delay. Oh, Twitch mobile has a 22-second delay. Is it really 22 seconds delay? I think PC is the best way to watch Twitch, right? That's like the fastest response is PC. You know what, Shamsa, I will play your selection right after Aron's selection, so I'll play it next. All right. I'll play it next. J2 Blue says, I haven't played The Last of Us 2, but how you are describing her, Abby sounds like a trash character. Abby's just not a fun character. I don't think she's a cool character to play as. I don't like her. I mean, you might like her. I mean, maybe there are some people that like her, but I don't like her, you know? Does that mean we're allowed to like the Star Ocean games from Star Ocean games and Sonic 06, the later Star Ocean games? Yeah, sure. Sure. Hey Dank, are you on Twitch? Can you ban the newest follower that just followed on Twitch, Dank? If not, I can do it. I don't know, you have like the mod view? You're here? Alright, yeah, can you ban, if you can you use your mod view, can you, the latest person that just followed? Can you ban that person? Thank you. Or at least allow part of the Monolith team to support development of the main Pokemon game. Pokemon Co. and Game Freak clearly don't know what they're doing. Okay, Pokemon Company and Game Freak don't know what they're doing. All right. Their mods and the god of the mods, Dankman. Yeah. Tulis says, good morning, OJ. Good morning, Tulis. How's it going? So what I'm understanding is gameplay is solid in Last of Us 2, but Abby is surprised nobody wanted. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see here. Elias says they don't know what they're doing. That's why Pokemon Sword and Shield got over 20 million sales. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, you don't need to put an emote only chat. Yeah, you don't need to do that. The new game is made for 2 billion people in China. Tencent made most of it. What's up coming up the rest of the week, OJ live streams? What's up? I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. If the Xbox Series X want to beat PS5, they must collaborate with Nintendo, make exclusive game that only run at Xbox and Nintendo only. I don't think that's what they need to do personally. When do you think we'll be able to pre-order the next gen systems? Probably like a couple months before they come out. So I'm thinking like October, September-ish maybe. Any big upcoming games you're excited for? Paper Mario, Ghost of Tsushima. Those are the next 2 big games coming up. Ninjala is today or something like that. So Ninjala, played some Ninjala as well. Oh, that dude made account 40 minutes ago? Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Why do people want Monolith to work on Pokemon? You wouldn't y'all rather Monolith just keep themselves and work on their own games? I think it's because Monolith has a lot of other development teams, like they can help out, they help out with Zelda, for example, right? They don't make Zelda. I think people give Monolith a little bit more credit than really what they do with Zelda, because they help out. But I think, I don't know, they see Xenoblade and they think, oh, well, that's a bigger world. They know what they're doing more, but Pokemon's completely different. It's not just about the world. You've got to balance the gameplay. You've got Pokemon to create. You've got moves to do. You've got all sorts of stuff. Monolith Soft specializes in making single-player RPGs. You know what I'm saying? And, like, they don't specialize in PvP, multiplayer, and all this other stuff. So there's way more to it than that. But at this point, when people say that, I just say, okay. I'll just say, all right, man. But if they think Monolith Soft would do a better job, or if they think they know game development more than the book, that's fine. People are allowed to think whatever they want to. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. But Monolith Soft is Monolith Soft. Let them work on what they need to work on. I don't really think Monolith Soft needs to do Pokemon. I don't think that's going to make Pokemon any better or anything like that. I mean, it's just, but hey, whatever. It's easy from the outside looking in. It's easy just to say that, just to say things like that. But whatever, people are allowed to think their opinions. Have no concept of game development, but they're allowed to say what they want to say, so that's fine. That's fine. How much left for the Pokemon stream to start? Oh, Evie, you missed the Pokemon stream. It started about an hour and 40 minutes ago, Evie. So you already missed it. Okay, so let me change the title then. Let me change the title. My main complaint against Sword and Shield is that its animations, other aspects I'm okay. That's fine. You can complain about Sword and Shield all you want to, man. I don't care. All right, let me change the title. You can rewind the stream though if you want to rewind the stream. You can rewind it to about an hour. Rewind it to about an hour in, and like that's when it starts. Any idea when Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is gonna get a discount? Nah, it's not really gonna get a discount anytime soon, bro. Not anytime soon, man. Not anytime soon. Hey, also, Dank, can you ban the newest follower as well? Dave G says, I think Monolith is going to make Xenoblade Chronicles 3 next, since they just released the remake in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So it'll probably be a while before we see Xenoblade Chronicles X remake. I don't think they'd remake Xenoblade Chronicles X. I think they would just port the game over. It's already in HD. So I don't think they'd remake the game. I think they would just port it if they could. Yeah, it's the same person. Let's not give him any more credit. Let's not give him any more credit, guys. Twitch mods, Twitch chat, don't give that guy any more. Just ban and move on. People are allowed to not like Sword and Shield. People are allowed to bash it if they don't like the game, or if they think it's horrible, or if they think that it's blah 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 and some other company needs to do it. That's fine. People are allowed to have their opinion. That's fine. This music is pretty good. The music's pretty good. Guys, keep your questions coming. It doesn't have to be Pokemon. It can be based off of. It can be whatever you guys want to talk about. So yeah. Would you do a Touch 99 Xenoblade stream? Maybe. Are you planning a playthrough of Persona 5 Scramble? I don't know about a whole playthrough, no. Maybe like a review, yeah. I've asked before, least like physical Switch game next to you? Least liked? Has Been Heroes. Favorite Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy 6. I bet many who bought Last of Us 2 don't even know the devs suffer crunch to make the game, or they just don't care. I mean, I don't want any hate towards the Last of Us Part 2 developers, but whatever on that end. Yo, ban that guy too. ban that guy too. Let's go hit him with that man with the ban. Oh my gosh. We might have to IP ban this guy. I think we're gonna have to track this man down, and we're gonna have to track him down a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna have to IP ban him. Gonna track him. We'll track him down. No, this is just some idiot on Twitch. He's some loser that has nothing better to do. at his mom's house, sitting there angry and upset. Just being an idiot. Did you decide that you were gonna play Catherine on stream? I haven't decided yet. They're gonna get me a review copy later this week, but it's embargoed till July, so till like July 3rd or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's fine to have an opinion on a game before it comes out, but declare it trash before you even play it is a move unwise. Well, I mean, if you don't like MOBA games, then I guess you can say that it's not very good. Or if it's not for you, you know.
Hey, you.
Mac Mega donated $2 and says, what would you rate The Last of Us 2, and does it deserve all the flack it gets? Also, can you play Donkey Kong song in the link, please? Yeah, I can play the Donkey Kong song in the link. I mean, right now I'm not done with the game, so once I finish it, I'll get you guys a full review. Not that you need to completely finish a game for a review, but You know, because I've played enough to rate the game. But right now, it's probably looking like around maybe like a 7.5 to 8, somewhere in that range. It would be higher if Abby wasn't part of the game, or if Abby wasn't so haphazardly flung into this game. But right now, it's looking like a 7.5 to 8. And that's based on that's based on the strength of the gameplay and the graphics alone. Gameplay, graphics, sound. It's not based on the story. If the story was good, then it'd be even higher. But I don't see how anybody can play through this game and give it a 10. That's ridiculous. Just recently bought Astral Chain, and I'm enjoying every second of it. Love your series of videos about it. Hey, shout out to Darcy. Glad that you liked the video, or glad that you liked the game and the videos. Pokemon League of Legends, pretty much Pokemon League of Legends. Yeah. You can see, like, if you play through The Last of Us, you can see that there was a lot of crunch. This game is, from a technical perspective, The Last of Us is impressive. It is very impressive from a graphic standpoint, art, sound. I mean, let me tell you guys one really cool thing about The Last of Us. In The Last of Us, let's say you don't have one of the safe combinations. This is the sound team did a really good job with this. So if, like, let's say you're trying to, like, they have like one of those old school like safes, right, where you like click, like where you move it. If you listen carefully, the actual combination for the safe will be on like the clicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be able to guess the safe combination with clicks, like with the sound of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty cool like little design type of thing, you know? So it's pretty dope. All right, we're gonna have to do something on Twitch here though, because this guy's being a complete idiot. So we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something on Twitch here. Let me see. Chat settings. Let's see here. There we go. Sub only mode on Twitch. If you want to chat with me, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Man, I'm about to go on to FBI mode pretty much. CD Projekt Red releasing new footage of Cyberpunk tomorrow. Yeah, we'll check that out. What's up, OG? Just woke up. What from I've seen? I'm glad I didn't wake up for the Pokemon Presents. Yeah, it's a MOBA. Astral Chain million seller train. Hey, there you go. Is copying reality considered as art? I don't know. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn off my air conditioner. It's freaking freezing in here. I don't know. State of Decay 2? Nah. I ain't waste my time playing that yet. Sometimes I wish I didn't use social media, to be honest. Yeah. It's literally Mr. Fire Emblem on here. Did Dr. Goomba have a question? CD Projekt Red releasing new footage of Cyberpunk tomorrow. Yeah. There goes my chance to cameo on Twitch. I'm back. Yeah, I'm mostly on Facebook and Instagram for memes now. Okay. Just noticed it, but cool shirt. Thank you, Realist. I appreciate that. Thank you. What about Sea of Thieves? Nah, I don't care about Sea of Thieves either. Nah. He asked if you played any other Fire Emblem games, Fire Emblem apart from Three Houses. Yeah, he's not watched Dr. Goomba. You're not watching the videos. He's pretty new. But yeah, I've played pretty much every single Fire Emblem game. I don't think there's many Fire Emblem games that I haven't played. Played pretty much every single one. All you have to do is just type in, watch any of my Fire Emblem videos where I talk about it. So yeah, but nah, he's new guys. But yeah, I've played lots of I like Fire Emblem a lot. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. Just what happened? Just tuned in, miss anything? Yeah, you missed. They announced a new Pokemon MOBA game, like 5-on-5 Pokemon MOBA. Like think like Arena of Valor, League of Legends, but with Pokemon. Dota. Let's see here. Did I miss any of the music? Shamsa, if you have some more music, let me know. For that $50 donation you did earlier. Yeah, Fire Emblem's amazing. Like if you haven't played a Fire Emblem game, it's really good. Fire Emblem's really good. Do you know what they meant by free to start? Yeah, just like any MOBA or any game like that. Basically, you can play it, and then like once you start playing, there's probably like you can like buy different things in the game. It's like microtransactions in some way or form. I was expecting something at New Game Plus from Sega and Atlas. Oh my, they came to disappointment to people. I don't expect, dude. Whenever Sega or Atlas says they're gonna do something, I don't expect it to be anything crazy or anything great, to be honest, man. I really don't expect anything crazy. I never do, because it's just like it's them, you know. Worst Nintendo first party game on Switch. Worst Nintendo first party game on Switch. I don't know. What are the worst ones? You guys let me know. I can't. Maybe like 1-2 Switch. Pokemon Unite coming to is Pokemon Unite. Did you not watch the presentation, VC? They announced it for Switch and mobile. Or did you not look at Twitter? Did you not look at all the official announcements and all that? But yeah, it's like Arena of Valor and Smite with Pokemon. That's exactly what it is. It's Arena of Valor and Smite but with Pokemon. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, it's coming to Switch and mobile. We don't know when though. We don't know when it's coming. I'm not really into those games, so I wasn't really super excited about it or anything, but it's another game coming. Been playing P5 Royal and it's clean, but sometimes I can't find where I'm looking for on the map because there's no location, but sometimes there is. All right, Justin. Hopefully you can get through that. Magmag says, if an old Fire Emblem game were to be remade, which one do you think they'll pick? Path of Radiance with Ike. So do you play and watch, make videos about, I'm trying to get into your channel, so I'll eventually subscribe to you? Bruh, Daniel Guys. Bruh. So you'll eventually subscribe to me? if you're here in my live stream and I'm sitting there and answering your questions, bruh, you should just subscribe out of respect. Alright? Okay? It's free to subscribe. What do you mean? What do you mean eventually subscribe? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Do you mean sponsor the channel, or do you just mean like subscribe to the... I cover Nintendo gaming, I cover RPG news, I cover all of that. But I'm not gonna sit here and tap dance to you for you to subscribe or not. Look at the channel. If you enjoy Nintendo content, RPG content and all that, then subscribe. But like, I'm not gonna sit there and barter for your subscription. If you're talking about just like a free, or if you're talking about sponsoring. Now if you're talking about sponsoring, that's different. But if I have to work my way up to subscribe to you, bro, I'm good. I'm not pandering to you in a live stream today, man. If you enjoy the free content, then subscribe. Look at the content. If you enjoy it, look at what I do. That's fine. But I'm not gonna sit there and pander and try to market to you, bro. No offense. Feel free to leave though, if that's the case. Like, what the hell, man? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but bro, it's free content. I cover Nintendo and gaming news. Like, I cover Nintendo, I cover RPGs, I cover all of that. Look at the channel. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, but bruh, come on now, man. Like, what the hell? J2 Blue says, do you think we'll ever get another Mario and Luigi game? Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Favorite weapon of all time from a video game? Favorite weapon of all time? I don't know if I don't really look at like, stuff like that, like weapons. But I don't know. I really like the Monado. I think the Monado is really cool. So like Monado's dope. Good morning, Proxy. Welcome to the stream. Why says you do gaming content? Am I hearing about them rants and funny voices, dude? Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, really, I gotta sit there and like explain why you should. I mean, like, dude, it's gaming content. It's free content. It's free live streams that you can just watch whenever. I really gotta explain myself to try to say I'm trying to eventually subscribe to you, dude. F off, man. Like, like what? See, this is why I don't have like 5 million subscribers, because I'm saying, because I'll respond like that to people. Like, it's like, what the hell, dude? Yo, Flapjack, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Check Twitter. Check Twitter. Can you? If you guys tell me to check something, make sure you tell me what you're telling me to check. Check for. All right, just so I know a little bit beforehand. Or do you mean DM? Oh, okay. Oh, you're doing some ray tracing stuff. Okay, cool. Want me to check out some ray tracing stuff? Yeah, this looks pretty cool, Christian. Nice, like the lighting and all that. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that looks good. I can't wait for you to get Unreal Engine 5, man. I can't wait for you to get Unreal Engine 5. That looks dope. Looks really good, Christian. I like it. Looks super, super good, man. Yeah, that looks... I like... Wait, what's this yellow right here? Did you just not finish that part? I think that's just not done. But yeah, this looks good from Wind Waker. It's really good. Christian's gonna make the next Zelda game, dude. Gonna make the next Zelda game. Good stuff, Christian. Good job, man. I like it. I'm gonna need you to spend the rest of the stream convincing me to stay subbed, bruh. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I think I overreacted a little bit too much on that one. I don't know. That just made me a little like come on, man, really? Like, really? No, I'm good. Like, the content's all there for you to watch. Like, you can literally just look at the channel page, and I gotta sit there and like ask for explain to you what. The stream, the stream's here. It's free content. The channel's there. You can look at the channel and you can see if you're into it. I gotta sit there and explain for what? I'm not on somebody else's channel. I'm on my own channel. Jonathan B. I don't know. For doing YouTube for all the years that I've done YouTube, like the fact that somebody would ask the type of question it's just disrespectful. Jonathan B with the $2 and says, can you play Psycho Soldier from Smash Ultimate? I can. Let me get that going for you, man. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that, dude. What is this channel? Explain why I need to be here. It's free content, something costs nothing. You didn't overreact, in my opinion. All right. Now you're right to react that way. That was really disrespectful. Okay. Yeah, you old, but you ain't Choi Perry YouTube old. 2006 old? What made it worse is that he said he would eventually subscribe instead of subscribing now. Yeah, exactly. Eventually subscribe. Not even like if I explain to him and everything like that. He's like, oh, well, I might subscribe. I'll eventually. Like, nah, bro. And blank avatar, man, just go somewhere else. Obviously, for somebody else, you don't got to explain to them. You would just sub. You would just look at their content. But for me, I got to sit there since I'm live streaming. I got to explain to you. Nah, bro, I'm good. Take a hike. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your dignity and self-respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't bust my butt for freaking hours editing content to sit there and have to explain it. Somebody to say I'll eventually subscribe. Nah, man, I'm good. Elias says, bro, your community is hella healthy. No need to people to be him to sub here, kick him out. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna ban him or nothing. He can watch, but you know, questions like that are just like, I'm good. I'm good on all that. This is the same reason why people don't like people. You understand why people don't like the live stream a lot on YouTube, right? Or just live stream in general. It's because something like stuff like that happens. You know, it's just like, bro, it's free. Probably came here to try to win something, clown. Probably. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Hey, PE, what game systems do you own, and which one is your favorite? I own pretty much all game systems, and my favorite right now, my favorite's the Switch, but I like the GameCube. I like the PS2. I like the Xbox 360. I like lots of systems. I thought he seemed really innocent. LOL. I mean, yeah, it wasn't like he was trying to be like trolly, but the way that it came off, it came off bad. You know? Like, it just came off bad. I don't think he was trying to be super trolly or anything, but it just came off really disrespectful. Whether he liked it or not, it came off that way. Like, I shouldn't, in a live stream where I'm streaming free content and to where you can clearly look at somebody's channel, you shouldn't go to them and say, tell me why I should eventually subscribe to your channel. As if it's not, I'm the one who is putting out free content for him to watch. Don't get me wrong, like, I appreciate everybody who shows up. Like, if it's not for you guys, you know, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing. But at the same time, I shouldn't have to, Party Man didn't come here and say, OJ, explain to me why I'm gonna eventually have to subscribe. Aron didn't come, explain to me why I have to, like, people don't come here, like, when I subscribe to a channel, I don't ask the streamer, hey streamer, explain to me why I should eventually subscribe to your channel. Like, excuse me? No, like, no, that's not how it works. If you like the content, look at the channel, it's free. If you like it, but you shouldn't ask a streamer for, like, why I should eventually. It came off horrible though, dude. That's ridiculous. Where's your thesis on why I should remain a subscriber? I know, I mean, and that's like if he's talking about like a paid member, okay. Like if you're saying like, hey, why should I like, you know, sub, or why should I sponsor? That's different. Okay, I'll explain to you. You know, but subscriber free? Nah, I'm good, man. No, I'm good. Daniel says, I'm sorry to disrespect. That was not intended at all. I should have explained myself a little better. Please feel free. I'm open to hear what you actually meant, bro. Big Z with the 65 or Big Z with the $2 and says, would you be willing to do a sponsored CS:GO stream? Maybe. If you compare the final sixth of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to the Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I'd stay subscribed. Alright. Can you write me an essay on why I should be subscribed? A thesis essay? What time is the event? The event's already over, 777 AZ. You missed it. That's why it says after. I think I put the title after show. The show's already over. Jose, explain to me why you are ultimate Chad of the Spawncast until recently. Can somebody explain to me what Chad? What's this Chad thing that you guys are talking about? Let me go on Urban Dictionary. I've heard people use this term a little bit, but I don't know what it means. So let me Urban Dictionary it. A Chad, derogatory slang, is a young urban American man, typically single and in his 20s or early 30s. So that's what a Chad is, a derogatory slang. A young urban American man, typically single and in his 20s or 30s. Okay. And a phrase, stereotypical young urban white male, typically single and in his 20s. This phrase is usually used to denote stereotypical Chad behavior. Okay, yeah, Chad behavior. So, okay, that's what a Chad is. All right. Okay, so here's an example of what a Chad is. I just saw this dude pump out 100 push-ups, then shotgun a beer. Then guy 2 says, "What a Chad." Ah, I see. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I've displayed some Chad-like behaviors. Yeah, that's because I think on Twitter I was like, oh, I just did 100 push-ups, man. My arms are on fire. My push-up game is weak. So I think that would be like a Chad-like type of thing, right? Yeah, I see. Yeah. All right. Chad essence. OJ, you have 5 minutes to explain to me why Pokemon Snap looks better than any Pokemon Sword and Shield game. Baron in 2020. That's kind of like what he did to me, didn't he? A Chad is a Chad. I need to cover letter thesis template essay double spaced. All right, bro, I got you. That's bro. Stay subscribed only if you say Abby's campaign is the best campaign in video game history. Yeah. If you do a sponsored Zork stream with Cannibal Corpse music only, I might follow you on Twitch, bruh. I'm good on all that. I'm good on all that. Let's see. I feel like the definition and the example don't match up. No, that matches up because like that's like typical like that's like what we would call that back in the day. That was called a bro dude. So like in my that's like called like a bro dude or a dude bro, like a dude bro or a bro dude or whatever, a dude bro. That's basically what a Chad is. He's a dude bro, you know. So they just changed the definition of what a dude bro is, you know. Somebody that's like, yeah, man, just out here did something like I'm you know living life to the extreme, man. I'm out here, you know, out here with all these women, drinking beer, push-ups, reps, baby. You know, got the convertible, you know. So I mean that's essentially what it's a dude bro, or a bro dude or whatever, dude bro. So that's essentially what a Chad is. It's the same. It's the same thing. That's the thing it's the same thing, but they just changed it to a Chad. They call it a Chad now. I don't know. I think a dude bro is easier to know. Like, okay, yeah, it's a dude bro. You know. What's the dumbest new slang that has come out in the past decade? Chad can be included. The dumbest new slang? I don't know. I think Chad is definitely one of them. Chad is definitely one of them. I'm not really into the slang stuff as much, so I don't. So I'm not really sure. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Karen? Karen's fairly new. I can get Karen's funny though, but I mean, yeah, Karen, that's one of them. I don't know if it's as dumb as Chad though. But yeah, Karen. Simp. The thing about it is that simp isn't new. Simp is old. It just came back into the spotlight. But simp has been around for like 20, 30 years. Like simping, You know, like that's been around. Like rappers have been talking about that for a long time. It just became popular now with the internet out of nowhere. It made a comeback like yo-yos. Remember yo-yos back in the day? Well, a lot of you guys don't, but there was a time period like yo-yos were obviously real big back in the day, like back, you know, in the day. And then for a time in the 90s, they kind of came back and then they died. And then a time in the 2000s, they came back for a little bit, then they died again. So it's like simp is like yo-yos. It was like, it was around and it was popular for a while, but then people just stopped using it, and then now it came back. Simp came back now. But now it's just overused. Like, simp is just overused like crazy, you know? Boomer. Yeah, boomer. Yeah. YOLO. Yeah, YOLO. YOLO's not really used that much. YOLO's like mid-2000s, right? YOLO, I think. Late to mid-2000s. People don't really, or not mid-2000s, sorry. Late 2000s / mid 2010s. YOLO. People using YOLO a lot. I know in college people were using YOLO, but I know like early 2010s people were using YOLO a lot. Not as much anymore. Yeah, cap is stupid. Yeah, cap is dude. I don't use cap. Capping, I don't use cap is dumb. Like that's probably like my worst. Like the worst one is probably capping. Like you capping. Like yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that's probably the worst one. Drake made YOLO a thing. He did make YOLO a thing. He did. What do you think? Falses. What do you think about the live stream? It was alright. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer is stupid too, but it's all good. Bro, you capping, shaking my head. Capping is garbage. It's garbage. It's so funny. Back in the day when I was in college, there used to be a thing called when you're lying or when you're exaggerating or you're capping or whatever the case is. They used to call it a waka. And these are guys from like the East Coast. These are guys from like North Carolina. When I went to junior college, there were a lot of guys came over to California to play like football from like North Carolina, from like the South, or not South, but from like the East and Southern, I guess like Southern East places, Florida, Louisiana, some of them from South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina. And they would say a thing called waka. And this was probably more with their clique. I don't think like people in those places, everybody said that. But in their little clique of guys that came over, they would call it, and they would yell it. So if they thought you were capping, or if they thought that you were exaggerating or lying or whatever, they would just be like, waka? And I was like, what the hell does that, for the longest time, for like the first, like through training camp for football throughout the summer, they'd be like, waka? And I'd be like, what the fuck? and then after I started hanging out with them more and got to know who they were and everything, in between trying to understand, because like they had like these Southern accents, so it was kind of sometimes hard to understand what they were saying. Sometimes, like when because they would talk like really fast, like as fast as I talk, but then they'd also have like a accent too, like a Southern twang accent, like black Southern twang accent. So it was tough to sometimes, and like they would also use slang on top of slang. So think of like a really like Ebonics, but not as hardcore, mixing in more English in there. So it was like Southern, Ebonics, good English, all mixed in together. So it was just hard to understand them at times, but they would say waka really loud, and like that was like when you were lying or when you were like capping. So there's all sorts of stuff, man. Big Z donated another 2 and said, "We all know my homeland of Canada is best." Dude, are you in Canada, Big Z? I didn't know that. I see Xbox and PS4 games. I just didn't know exactly what type of content. I see Xbox and PS4 games. I just didn't know what exactly type of content you made, so that's why I asked about the Sea of Thieves and stuff. Again, so my fault for disrespect not to attend at all. Okay, so basically my channel, it's not Xbox and PlayStation 4 a lot. I mean, I do PS4 stuff, I do Xbox stuff every now and then, but my channel mainly is Nintendo content. So if you're into Nintendo first-party games, if you're into Japanese games, Final Fantasy, if you're into RPGs, Xenoblade, all that stuff, I'm down, I'm with it. I do have Xbox, and I do cover Xbox whenever something comes out, I'll cover it. Big games, stuff like that, like Halo Infinite, I'll cover. Other games I'll cover with the Xbox, but it's not like it's the main focus. And I live stream a lot, so I'll ask, like, if you ask me questions, like in our Q&A, I'll answer them for the most part. But I'm honest. It's my own opinion. Like, I'm real with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pander, or I'm not gonna sit there and play Mr. Nice Guy all the time. Like, if I generally have a reaction to something, I'll react to it. So I'm honest live streamer. I come from the heart whenever I say things. I joke around a lot. I can be sarcastic at times, but mainly what we do here is like live streams talking about the biggest news in gaming. Even if it's Xbox and Sony on OJ Live, I'll cover all this type of stuff. We do reactions to presentations. So it's a gaming channel. It's a full in, full out gaming channel. But mainly that's what if you talk about regular edited videos, Nintendo stuff, you talk about live streams, we talk about Microsoft, Sony, everything. So we just kind of put it all together. Today, we're talking about, the Pokemon presentation because that was the big news for today, So there you go. Are you running the sponsor stream this Saturday? Yeah. We're going to have Fire Emblem Path of Radiance this Saturday. Not convincing enough. Unsubbed. There you go. In your opinion, what is the approximate total sold units of the Switch? Right now, at this point, what are we in? We're in July. As of March, we were at 55.7 million as of March. So I'm thinking we're right around 58 million or so, almost approaching on 60. So probably getting towards the, 58, 59 million range right now. A couple million. So like March, April, May, June. So 3 months. Let's just say they sold about 1 million, 50, 55, 56, 57. So yeah, I'm probably thinking, never mind. I'm probably thinking like 57 million, around 57 million-ish. 57 million something systems sold so far. 57 million, 57, 58 million, somewhere in that range. I subscribed. Hey, Daniel, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village, where, once again, you get my honest opinion on things, and I don't sugarcoat it to try to win subscriptions. But thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Glad you can clarify it. Glad that we can speak honestly about things. If you guys haven't checked out my recent Switch video, make sure you guys check out my recent Switch video, though. Make sure you guys watch that if you haven't seen it. So check it out. Have you checked out my recent videos? I checked out your video that was on like the wrestling stuff, like some of your countdown videos and all that, but I don't know about your most recent video. Haven't seen that quite yet. I don't know which one it is though. If you uploaded something like yesterday, I didn't have a chance to really watch anything yesterday. That's cap. I already watched it before the Pokemon MOBA. When do you think Switch will outsell Xbox in Japan? I hear they're very close. Yeah, they're very close to doing it soon. Soon. I would think Switch is probably at 70 to 75 million units by the end of the year. They'll get to 70. Yeah, once the holiday season and like the holiday games come in, yeah, they'll probably be like at 70, maybe 70 million, maybe, or right around there. Definitely for sure. They usually sell around, 6-7 million units towards that end. So that would put them, I would probably say like in the 60 million unit range. It depends on what games they have over obviously the summer. Paper Mario, that's going to be big. Supply is coming back to normal, so there's going to be a big boost because supply seems to be coming back to normal here. So since the Switch production is back to normal, I bet sales are going to take off since people have been trying to get for months now, especially with Animal Crossing. Yeah, so but it's going to be back to where it was beforehand. I mean, I think Animal Crossing obviously is going to help. Yeah, so I'm thinking right now it's somewhere around like 57, 58 million. And then by the end of the year, it'll be like, 70 million, around, maybe right around there. So yeah. Why did PS2 sell so well compared to other consoles, even newer ones? DVD player and third-party support. How many hours you end up putting into Animal Crossing? 50 plus. 50 plus. I think 77 to 80 million is a real possibility by April 2021. 77 million. I think that might be a little bit too high. Like 80 million, I think that's a little bit too high because that means they would do 20, they're at 55.7, so that means they would do 50, 60, 70. That means they would do like 26 million or 25 million, you know? Like for 80 million, like that's they're not going to do 25 million in the year. I think by the end of by March of 2020 or sorry, 2021, I think they're gonna do about a 20 million this year. So or almost maybe about 19 to 20 million. So they'll be at 75 million or 75 million. I'm guessing 75 million by March of 2021. So 75 million. So yeah. Dang, the Octopath Limited Edition. The Octopath Limited Edition. What about the Octopath Limited Edition? I've got one of those. You want to see it? Oh no, it's behind there though. I've got one. It's over there. But it's gonna destroy everything. It's behind the Super Nintendo. Actually, wait a minute. No, we can get it. Here's the Guardian amiibo. It's a nice Guardian amiibo. Here's my Super Nintendo. My Super Nintendo. And then here is the Octopath. I actually shipped Christian one of these too. So yeah. Show and tell. This Octopath Limited Edition is actually super nice. It's really, really, really nice. Super, super nice. So the smell of it's also really good. It has like a really like old book smell to it. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it opens up kind of like this, and it's like a picture book. So you can see like it like pop-up picture book. So it's pretty cool. I've never really used it, so like there's like honey. Yeah, like diorama. It's pretty cool. Pretty dope special edition, if you ask me. That's nice. Yeah, it's hard to find. You can't really find it too much anymore. But got a Cloud amiibo. You can find those, right? Those are not too hard to find. Yeah, those are not too hard to find. I'll fix this later. Cloud amiibo. You're going right. You just put you can't see you guys can't see the Cloud amiibo anyway. Look up the Korean version. The Korean version. I'll look it up later. Would you say that Xenoblade Definitive Edition have taken up a lot of Monolith's production team, or do you think that most of them were working on something else? You didn't watch my video on this, Michael O'Brien. They had a They had I made a video talking about how it was, and they talked about it as well. They also talked about it. They had one team working on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. They had one team working on a new game, and they had one team working on both. So, no. To answer your question. Any other questions though? Yeah, you missed. It's all good. You missed it. But yeah, they had one team working on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, one team working on a new game, and then one team that worked on both of them. So that's Monolith for you, right? Have I finished The Last of Us Part 2? Not yet. I'm gonna finish it probably today. I'm gonna go play some more after I'm done streaming today. But speaking of that, guys, it's 3 hours plus. I think we've exhausted all of our topics and we've answered all of our questions. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys for the donations. I do appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for the support. You guys are obviously amazing. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. Good stream for today. I think I'll be back again with another stream later today. We'll be back again. We're going to play some Super Smash Brothers tonight. So if you want to play Smash Brothers, Elite Ninja up, become an Elite, or join the member up on the channel. So we're going to play some Smash, and then we're going to talk about other topics, like other things like Cyberpunk, and we're going to talk about Ninjala. We're going to talk about, just regular. We'll talk about the Pokemon Unite now that we know the name and everything like that. We'll get all the details about that. We'll go over it again for those who missed it this morning, because some people aren't going to wake up for this crap. But all right, yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. And we will see you guys. Later today for OJ Live. All right, guys. Bye. Oh, if you have not, please, everybody that's watching here, if you have not checked out my latest video, please make sure you do so. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. But if you're already, obviously a lot of you guys are already subscribed, but make sure you actually like the video and comment on the video. Make sure you do both of those, okay, guys? Don't just watch it, then leave it alone. Make sure you comment on there as well. Drop a comment. So check out the video. I just linked it in the chat for you guys, all right? So make sure you guys check that out. Watch it. And we will see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.